What is up, Drama Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news. God, I haven't thought about that in so long. I have no idea why that popped into my head. Yeah, for people watching this after the fact, what's up? Comment down below, oh my gosh. Comment down below your favorite Taco Bell item. Do that for me. Mine is either the beefy 5-layer burrito or like a cheesy chicken burrito dipped in the creamy chipotle sauce. Or the nacho fries. Oh my gosh. So good. Popcorn chicken, that's good. We got SBB123. He's always in these streams. Appreciate you so much, dude. We got Eli Plasma Productions. Dude, the Figure Arts Clone Wars look so weird. Yeah, I'm waiting to see what they do for Clone Troopers. I'm not interested in any of the other ones. You hate Taco Bell? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I love Taco Bell. Part of me wants to go and get it. I usually go get it after work. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll go get it after work tomorrow. I don't need to go out and get it tonight. Hey guys, and sorry. Oh, what's up, Ultra Carterzilla? Well, just happy you're stopping by, dude. But yeah, I decided I want to catch up on some Lego Clone Troopers. I have 3 of these battle packs. I already have one. I got it when it came out that I fully built. Like, I have the speeder and all that. I'm debating if I want to... I might, like, fully build one more, but the others I might just use the pieces. I don't know. I might find another use for them. Not quite sure, but the main thing I want are the clone minifigs. So I'm thinking we might go ahead and... try to, at least get one of these built, maybe. I've also had real Mexican... Well, I wouldn't say real Mexican food. I've had more authentic Mexican restaurants. But it's not like... I can officially say that I've had authentic Italian Chicago pizza, but I can't say I've had real Mexican food. I've never been to Mexico. What's your question, Eli? What's your question? I'm just going to go ahead and get started, because I have a lot to do. I'm not going to sit around too much. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to build one of these fully. So I'll have like 2, like octopudroids or whatever. And then I'll have a couple speeder bikes. But I think the duplicates, I'm just gonna harvest the minifigs. We have totally lost the focus. Oh my gosh. Focus, come back. Focus. Where have you gone, Focus? Remember, I'm using my camera or my phone that I dropped in the toilet, so doesn't want to focus. I do have the Phase 2 Cody. Of course I do. I've been planning on doing a Lego Clone Trooper Army update video, and I cannot do that until I get all this taken care of. So, because my clone army is actually, Lego-wise, has grown pretty significantly. It's nothing like some of those other people that are hyper-obsessed with Lego clones and buy like 1 million of these battle packs, but I got 4 of them. I got 3 on pretty good clearance, pretty good sale. So I was like, you know what? I want to go ahead and build my army a bit more. I'm saying that like I got it recently, but I've actually been holding on to these for a long time. I've only gotten 1 of the 327th set so far, and I'd love to get, I haven't built it yet, but I'd love to get at least another one. All right. Yeah, I wanted this stream to just be nothing about all about clones. That's what I wanted, because I have been really into the clone troopers. Here, I always display... I'm just going to go ahead and arm them up how I display them, so I don't have to worry about it later. Because this is how I display all my Lego clone troopers, like this. So, I really do enjoy the modern print style for the Phase 2. I'm not one of those people. I just noticed a tiny bit of dirt under my nail, and I'm going to get it. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my gosh, the helmet holes ruined Lego Clone Troopers. Because they didn't. They're not that bad. They're not that bad. If you're wanting realism out of your Lego Clone Troopers, I'm sorry, dude. And I've said this before, but if you want a realistic-looking Clone Trooper, Clone Troopers didn't have claw hands. They didn't have square little bodies and big heads. They're Lego. Yo, is this a Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. Will you make more knockoff Transformers videos? Yes, I just posted one that I'm really happy about. My top 10 favorites. I am thinking about doing like a top 10 worst. But I need to think about, like, how I would do that. Because I do have some pretty bad ones, but also I've seen some pretty bad ones. I actually just saw at my local thrift store, believe it or not, a Age of Extinction Grimlock knockoff. I took a picture of it, but I did not buy it. You know those like T-Rex toys or those dragon toys where you can put water in it and like mist spews out and they're like really cheap plastic? Yeah, there's one of those. It was just straight up 100% Age of Extinction Grimlock. So I was just like, okay. Would you like a pipe cleaner toys of you as a transforming robot? Dude, are you the one that makes the custom pipe cleaner transformers, or is that somebody else? Because I'm the worst with names, but I know somebody posted their pipe cleaner customs on my community tab, and they were really cool and awesome, and I just knocked something over on my desk. From my last live stream, I have the broken barricade piece on my desk. So whenever I'm able to find another barricade, I can take that piece, put it in the box of my new one, and return it to the store and say, hey, my item is defective. So that's my plan there. But I really do enjoy, like, oh my gosh, let's not nudge the phone. I really do enjoy oh my gosh, I can't even talk. I do enjoy pipe cleaner toys. I think they're really cool and creative. So yeah, I mean, if someone would ever send something in the P.O. box like that, I'd be down for that. I do not have Blockies Bruticus yet. I love Blockies. I'm working with them on new videos, but they've kind of gone dark on me. Is it Chinese New Year right now? I don't know. Is it? That might explain why they've gone dark on me. But normally Blockies is pretty good with answering me. But I haven't heard from them in a while. And that's my only thought. I haven't even thought to look it up until just now that it might be like Chinese New Year or something. Because I know when it's Chinese New Year, most of everything screeches to a halt. So, that could be. What's your favorite and least favorite G2 repaint? Ooh, that's a good question. Oh my gosh, that's a really good question. I love G2 Sideswipe. I'm looking at my G2 shelf right now. I really like G2 Bruticus. I have the Combiner Wars set for that. But my least favorite, I really, really don't like pretty much all of those canceled ones that they did as Walmart exclusives. I think they were all ugly. I didn't buy a single one except, actually, no, I did not buy a single one. I'm not a big G2 guy. You cannot eat the Lego. I'm sorry. You can't do that. But no, to answer your question, I've not gotten Blockies Bruticus yet. I will eventually. If for whatever reason I don't get one through Blockies, I'll just buy it because I want it. Because the Blockies Devastator's my favorite Transformers Blockies figure, and I want a Bruticus. So, yeah, that's how that's going. I do have the Arc 170. I'm going to build that after I take care of these battle packs, I think. I'm trying to blast through these battle packs. I don't know how long I'll be streaming. I did start a little earlier than I normally do. So hopefully this does go a little quicker, I guess. So rumor of Bounty Hunter Pursuit updated Zam Wessel. Yeah, that needs to happen, Lego-wise. I wouldn't buy that. I'm not into Lego Star Wars anymore except for clone stuff, so I wouldn't go for that. But it needs to happen. That one needs remade. I do not have a KO Rise of the Beast Optimus. That's one where I'm happy with the official product, so I did not get a knockoff. Alright, and then this is like a little weapon storage for the blasters. But obviously I'm not using that. Dude, so many trailers came out recently. Maul Shadow Lord trailer came out. What else? The He-Man trailer that... I don't know how I'm feeling on that one. And I feel like a couple other trailers came out. Dude, the hype for Avengers Doomsday is just not there. Like, I did not even know that any of those teasers dropped until, like, I finally saw somebody talk about, like, we have our third teaser for Avengers Doomsday, and it's featuring the X-Men or whatever the hell it was. And I was like, wow, I didn't even know that these trailers are happening. I don't care about Marvel anymore. That ship has sailed. That is old news. A new Ice Spice music video? Is it just Big Guy Is it just SpongeBob Big Guy Pants okay? Because I mean, I know about that. But if she's done something else, then what's your good news, Eli? But if she's done something else, then I don't know. I did get the Plo Koon Microfighter. I did get that. That's really cute. I enjoy that. But again, I'm not really too much into Lego Star Wars anymore. Dude, you know what? I think I'm going to build all these speeders. I think they might come in handy for my clone army, having like a little fleet of speeders, because these are nice little speeders. I like these. Very nice little bark speeders. You almost got a complete Rise of the Beast collection. Scourge, I would get the knockoff. Ape Link's actually really nice. Mirage is trash. Nightbird's pretty good, and Battle Trap's one of the best ones. Those are my little mini reviews for you on those. All right. If Reflector were to be an animal, what would he be? If Reflector would? I'm trying to think of like an animal that would be like 3 pieces. I don't know. I have no idea on that. I know some people are really into like trying to figure out beast modes for different characters. That's not something I've ever been invested in, but it's a cool little like thing to think about. All right, so for this one we have, oh my gosh, things falling everywhere. I love that these packs come with tons of supers too, and it's a new super mold that's not going to break. Yeah, they have the new McDonald's changeables. I'm gonna try to at least get a couple of those and do a YouTube short on them. Dude, I've filmed so many shorts recently. Shorts are coming back. Shorts will be coming back starting this Saturday. Shorts will return. I've filmed so many of them, and I hope you guys enjoy. I think I've found some interesting things to talk about. Maybe if someone sent you a joust speeder, oh, that'd be so cool. Dude, I'm surprised I haven't tried building something like that. Oh, now that I have a 3D printer, I need to see if there's like files to convert a speeder bike into a joust speeder, because that would be sick. Alright, I guess we just have to give him a pistol. We're going to make him dual wield. This is a special shock trooper. Special shock. But yeah, I'm happy I got 4 of these. And I do have the gunship as well. So now I have a little shock trooper squad to fill up my Coruscant Guard gunship. Because I love these Lego shock troopers. I'm not going to lie, shock troopers, I think when it comes to like the Revenge of the Sith trooper types, are my favorite outside of the 212. Like even over the 501st, I love shock troopers. I love them. Let's go ahead and build these droids up. I've not gotten Studio Series Arachnid yet, but the Quick Strike, that's actually one I filmed a short on. That one's pretty good. Lego Killshot win. I have one, don't I? Yeah, I've got a custom minifig. Where's he at? Here he is. Here he is. I keep him by my desk. I have a custom minifig of Captain Killshot someone sent me. I have a custom. And I keep him here with a original Phase 1. I can do a comparison with the OG Phase, or actually Phase 2. With the OG Phase 2 and the new Phase 2. Wow. I still prefer the OGs, definitely, but the new ones are nice too. I like the new ones. I like them both. But if I could have an army of 100 of them, I would have the OGs. You have an OC named Killshot? Well, I had an OC named Killshot first. So, I'm going to copy strike you now. Rumor has it Captain Killshot will appear in the Mandalorian movie. Yeah, the OG minifigs were the ones used in the Complete Saga video game. And it's so funny that like everyone refers to the old Lego Star Wars games as the Complete Saga. When I never played well, actually, I did end up playing the Complete Saga like when I was a teenager. But I didn't grow up with the Complete Saga. I grew up with Lego Star Wars 1 and 2. Like, I grew up with the original versions of those games. And when everybody refers to those games, it's always the Complete Saga. Which, I mean, I get. But, I don't know. I guess I consider myself an OG in that department. SS-86 Megs or Age of the Primes Megatronus. Megatronus for sure. 100% Megatronus. But the Megs is still really nice. Really do like the Megs still. Dude, why isn't Hot Toys done Davis yet, or Bly? Oh my gosh. Those need to happen. You got my first Bumblebee? Heck yeah. Yeah, people ignore their 2 separate games. Like, they just ignore it. But I guess the majority of people universally played the complete saga more. I don't know. That's my guess. Tranza fumago, tranza fumago, todo de chiwa, dopa de bupa, como tairie. I don't know Japanese, I'm sorry. I need to film my reviews on Transformers Go stuff. I need to do that. Oh, so it looks like one of these droids can ride the Stap. You can give him a thing to store his gun on his back. Bly was on that rumor list from last year, so that was like 90% true. Dude, I mean, all the physical pieces exist for Hot Toys Bly, and I need it. I need Hot Toys Bly. I was just talking about him earlier today, and I said if it's some sort of limited exclusive and I miss the pre-order and I have to go on some Korean website and spend like $400 for it, I don't care. Or not Korean, Hong Kong. I don't care. I'm gonna get it. I said Korean because I've had Korean robots in my head a lot recently. I need to take a pause and think about which one I'm gonna order next. I want a Solid Horn, I think, for Metal Cardbot. I think that's its name. That's the next on my list that I'm eyeing hard. That one is so cool. You spot a Lego Mock's going to be over 10,000 pieces? How much money was that? If you don't mind me asking. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's insane. I should have brought it in to show you guys. I've had it for a while, but I finally built my Lego Star Wars Grail. The only old set that I wanted. Because when it comes to sets, like, I'm fine. There's no old sets that I want. Maybe a gunship, like a standard gunship, but I have, like, the Coruscant and the UCS. I'm not stressing. But the main old set that I always wanted was the Rogue Shadow from The Force Unleashed. And my brother always had it when we were kids. And I was always super jealous of my brother's Rogue Shadow. Super jealous. Well, he decided to get rid of it. And he's like, I don't really need a Lego collection anymore. I don't really care. Because he had a lot of Lego from when we were, preteens and young teenagers. And he's like, I'm moving on from this collection. And I was like, hey, is that Rogue Shadow up for grabs? Because that's like the only old Lego set that I really, really, really want. He's like, yeah, sure. So I've actually, believe it or not, already owned the minifigs for that set for ages. I ordered them on Bricklink when I was a teenager before they skyrocketed in price. Like, I think I got the Starkiller for probably like $15. It was like super cheap. Kind of expensive for a minifig back then when I was a teenager, but I've got Juno, I've got Starkiller, I've got Damaged Vader. I just needed the set. And now that I have the set, it is so cool. It is so amazing. And it's really interesting how different the build philosophy was for Lego back then in comparison to now. The build philosophy is so different because there's a lot of hollowness to that old Rogue Shadow. So much hollowness and so much, like, flimsy building for a lot of it that I was like, wow, Lego would never have a build this, kind of slapdashed. Because most Lego builds nowadays are insanely solid. Like, they pride themselves on having really solid builds. And it was interesting building an old set, because I haven't built an old Lego set since they were, like, coming out, dude. I am so particular on, like, mold marks and everything. I want to make sure they're symmetrical on Lego. That's the Gunpla builder in me. That is 100% the Gunpla builder in me. All right, so we need to get this battle droid on this stab. And I'm just going to switch out his arm. Then he can have this gun. And he can have the spare arm. Do these arms still break on these battle droids? I have no idea. Alright, so there's our stap. We got our bark speeder, our droids. We do have binoculars as well. I could give somebody binoculars, but I'm not worried about it. And then now we just have to build the tri-droid. Or not tri-droid, the... I can never remember the name. The Octupata droid. The... Dude, I can never say it. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, I have that 05 turbo tank. I have that, and it is super flimsy. I do have the new turbo tank, but I'm not building it because I'm really happy with my 05 one. So I'm thinking, because I'm not somebody who's opposed to like upgrading and modifying Lego sets anymore. I've been thinking about taking some pieces from the new one and using them to like upgrade the old one. So it's so nice though. Again, I think I'll probably take a pause and I'll bring in my Rogue Shadow and I'll bring in like my Bakara minifigs. You got G1 Cup? Heck yeah. Octua, blast that thing. Shut up. Shut up. What's your opinion on the Superman movie? I actually, believe it or not, crazily enough, number one, haven't seen it yet. But number two, plan on watching it tonight. Because I have a real grade Gal Gaigar I need to get built. Either that or I'll just work on another kit. And I like watching movies when I build kits. And I really, really want to watch the new Superman movie. Because I'm not a big enough Superman fan to like go to theaters and see it. I haven't been to the theater to see a movie since Transformers 1. There's just been nothing out there that's interested me. I think the only movie coming out this year that I can think about that I want to go see explicitly is the Mandalorian movie. I almost feel like it's an obligation because like it's, I guess, the conclusion to the Mandalorian. I'm looking for a piece. I cannot find it. Looking for another one of these like L pins. It's a problem. Oh my gosh, that's what it always is. It's always underneath something. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about the Superman. Yeah, I have G1 Cup. Actually, here, I'll show you. We got to put some Transformers in here somehow. I just put him on the shelf next to my like Missing Link RC. He is kind of terrifying, but I do love him. He is fantastic. And I'm loving how my G1 collection is panning out. I'm loving it. It's very hodgepodge. There's some reissues. There's some like Walmart cartoon color versions. I don't care. I don't care. It's my collection. And believe it or not, I have a G1 6-shot on my desk. There's another G1 for you. All right. What do you think about upgrading and modding figures for your personal collection? I do that sometimes. It depends on the figure. Sometimes, especially if it's very valuable, I'm not super keen on wanting to just upgrade it. But there's definitely other times where I am 100% on board. Like, this is something that I know will make me enjoy it more. I will be happier with this item if I add this paint or cut this thing or add this piece. And I'll do it. I'm not going to stop myself from enjoying something, so. But there have been some times where I have actually made the choice to buy a duplicate if I want to make a modification like that. I've definitely done that in the past as well. And I do want to say, I say this every single time I do live streams. If I ever miss a comment that you post, it's just because I'm busy doing something or I just don't see it. I miss it. So don't take it personally if I miss your comment. And if it's a comment you really, really want me to answer, don't feel bad like occasionally like popping it back in the chat like every 5 minutes or so. Because right now, since I'm doing something, I'm kind of just glancing at the chat. Yeah, that was a clear G1 Optimus Prime. I got it in the P.O. box from Bobby. I think it's a knockoff. But I actually used one of those pucks from one of those Black Series to like illuminate him. And it doesn't go like all the way through him, but it's still really cool. That's really nice because they got those Black Series like hologram whatever, I don't even know her name. The girl from I don't even remember the name of the show. that Star Wars show that no one liked, that I haven't even seen. I bought like 5 of those figures for $2 each at Walmart. All right, I need to build this 3 times over. Holocom May. There we go. Holocom May. That's what I was talking about. Yeah. I got in your top 1% of viewers for 2025. Wow. Nice. Thanks, dude. I'm in the top, like, percentage of listeners for my favorite bands, which is cool, I guess. All right, so let me build these. I wonder AI art generated exists in Star Wars universe. I don't. AI has such a weird place in the Star Wars universe because, like, AI fully exists. Like, there are droids with independent thought and independent beliefs and actions and personalities. Like, full AI has existed, and there is like prejudice against them. You know, we saw that in the first movie. So I don't know if they're going to explore more dynamics of AI in Star Wars. They did a little bit more in Solo with like droid rights, which was interesting. I don't know. I saw someone comment about it, talking about like all those AI Star Wars story things, and I don't know how I feel about them. I've watched a few, and it really seems like it's like you just have two people just standing there, and they're like, "I'm a clone troop of the Republic. Yes, I am too. However, this is really hard for me. It's really hard for me too. But understand that I'm here for you, brother. Thank you, brother." Like it's just what it is. Like they just stand there and talk. Oh my gosh, we have a $50 super chat. What is going on? Chaos Diver Ghost, thank you so much. Do you still have the vintage 88 I sent you in the PO box? Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. 88's one of my favorite Star Wars droids, so I definitely held on to that one. Dude, thank you so much. Thank you for the 88 and thank you for the super chat. Wow. Thanks, man. Definitely appreciate that. All right, so we have 3 of these. It's just baffling that people like Star Wars Theory would rather support AI than shows like Andor. I still haven't finished Andor. It's a crime. But yeah, I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding Mr. I have the biggest Star Wars YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is bigger than the official Star Wars channel. Where he like just reacts to AI. Oh geez. He's gone from like actual theories to like I'm just reacting to AI videos. Wow. How the mighty have fallen. Because even like, dude, it's crazy. I feel like YouTube truly is you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Because Filthy Frank, he died a hero. he decided, I'm done with this. I'm moving on to another career, another passion. Then you have like iDubbbz, who literally won LolCow of the Year 2025. Like, that's insane. All the stuff going on with him and his master. I mean, his wife. What Transformers movie should I watch? It depends. Do you like the live action movies with like the big explosions and the cool CGI? Then watch the first one that came out in 2007. But if you just want to like watch, if you're more invested in like the lore of Transformers and the actual like story of the characters, I would watch Transformers 1. But if you want classic Transformers goodness, Transformers 1's the one that came out in 2024, by the way. Still can't believe that came out in 2024 and we're in 2026. But if you just want classic goodness, watch the G1 movie that came out in 1986. Those are my opinions, because those are my 3 favorite Transformers movies by far. I don't know if it's in that order, but definitely like 07, TF1, 86. I think those are objectively like 3 of the best. Throw Bumblebee in there too. The Bumblebee movie's good. Would you recommend Unique Toys Challenger? I would. I would. If you want a nice, like, masterpiece style movie prime, here, I can show you mine. It's kind of tucked back here. I have the battle damaged version, but it's a gorgeous figure. Absolutely gorgeous. And I have him, Lockdown, Galvatron, who's kind of too big because it's an oversized knockoff. But that's whatever. It's whatever. We'll never forgive Paramount for botching TF1's chances of success. Yeah, man, I think there's a lot of movies in history that have gone down as, like, fan favorites and cult classics that performed miserably in the box office. And I guess Transformers 1's is going to have to be one of those. I don't know. I still strongly believe, and I don't think they're going to do this, because I think the next Transformers show is going to be like the G.I. Joe crossover or whatever, because I don't know if they're going to commit to doing that for the movie. I think they might just have that be like the establishment of a cartoon. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to play out with, like, the Transformers G.I. Joe crossover. Like, is it just going to be like a direct adaptation of Skybound? Is it going to be explicitly in the same universe? I don't know. Like, it's too early to tell, I think. It's too early to tell. Oh my gosh, someone asked me about the Maul Shadow Lord trailer, and then I just went on about how so many trailers got released, and I didn't even give my thoughts on it. It's looking good. It's definitely looking good. Definitely going to watch it, because I want to know more about Darth Maul's story in that time. I mean, who doesn't want to know more about Darth Maul's story in between Clone Wars and, like, seeing what he was up to? I hope it directly links back to Solo. Like, I hope it's not just all in the same span. I hope it's like Assassin's Creed 2 style, where, like, it jumps like several years, like, throughout the story. Because I want to see like Kira come back. I want to see how that story concludes. All right, there's our Hawk Tua droid. I don't know what else to call it. What is your Transformers toy that you hyped favorite? Like a Transformers toy where I was like, this is the best thing ever, and I just kept hyping it up for being, like, the best thing ever. Is that what you're asking? I don't know. I'm definitely a very big fan of the Siege Sideswipe mold. That one I hype up a lot. I'm planning on getting the Republic Gunner from TVC. What are you talking about, TVC Republic Gunner? I'm confused. Like, elaborate. Is it a clone trooper? We're talking about a clone trooper figure that I totally missed? What's a Transformer that you hyped up but you ended up hating? Oh, man, I don't know. Because I don't really hate a lot of Transformers. Like, I don't even hate 86 Optimus as much as I clown on that thing. I don't hate it. It's a good Optimus. It's just not the definitive, perfect, I'll never need an Optimus Prime again. Like, it's not that good, dude. But I don't know. I'm genuinely not sure if I can, like, really answer that. I think I had high hopes for Prime Arachnid back when that thing was coming out, because I really liked the character, and then I got the toy, and I'm like, wow, this is actually the worst thing ever. So maybe that? I don't know, dude. That's a tough question. I have to think on that. I don't know if I'm going to get the new Big Convoy. That's another figure, ironically enough, where everyone's hyping it up. But I have the reissue of the original, and the new one just seems like the same thing. So I'm thinking I might hold off on getting it as Big Convoy, and I want to get it as, like, Ultra Myth or, like, Nemesis Mammoth or whatever. Like, I want to get a repaint of it. That's what I'm thinking I want to do. So I'm thinking I might hold off for a little bit. But then there's the chance of, like, oh, people might want to see an old versus new. So I don't know. I haven't even seen it in stores yet. Like, that's one of the only new figures that's eluded me. That, Wind Charger, and Arachnid, I think, are the only brand new Transformers figures I just haven't found in stores. So I don't know. Not sure if it counts, but every KO fourth party masterpiece I've gotten has had some flaw or issue. I feel like a lot of mine have too, but it doesn't ruin the figure for me. Oh my gosh, another super chat. Dude, thanks. Chaos Diver Ghost out here with another super chat. You got Hot Toys Gregor recently? Dude, it's so good. Hot Toys Gregor is peak. Absolute peak. Alright, so I think I'm going to build the speeder. But I don't think I'm going to build anything else. I don't think so from these duplicates. I just don't see the value there for me doing that. Dude, what's up? It's Dripping Ooze, otherwise known as, formerly as, the Comic Figure Blog. He just ate an omelet. Dude, that's sick. That's so good. You built a mock with this set? What'd you build? What was your mock? Because I'll probably just like keep all these pieces in a bag for now. And then I might do something with them later. Maybe, I don't know. But obviously I need the clones. I need the clone. Do you order stuff off Temu sometimes? I've never used Temu. I just haven't used it. I'm an AliExpress guy. What is your request you want me to make out of pipe cleaners? Brawl. Any version of Brawl. Because Brawl is, I think Soundwave is still like my favorite, but Brawl is like the one that I feel closest to. So, any movie Brawl, G1 Brawl, War for Cybertron Brawl, Earthspark Brawl, those are the only Brawls. So, one of those. Did you get the TVC Shriek pack yet? Yet is a strong word. I'm just not getting that. I have been slowly spending less and less money and investing less and less into the vintage collection. Because I see the money I'm spending on that and I'm like, oh, I could be putting this into a Hot Toys or something. Clone Troopers are like the main thing that I still have like interest in when it comes to Star Wars. And like Star Wars collecting. Like Clone Troopers are my niche. They're my special interest. So I have no plans to get that Shriek set. I'm so burnt out on blue Mandalorians. I thought they were cool and special when it all started. Like, oh my gosh, it's a blue Mando. And now there's this like half a dozen plus blue Mandalorians. Like, who cares? Paz Vizsla is the only cool blue Mandalorian. So all the rest are bland and boring. I mean, a good chunk of my Hot Toys collection is Clone Troopers. Most of my Star Wars ones are clones. Everything else is going to be... I'm blanking right now while I'm trying to grab the instructions. Is like Imperial stuff. I do have some Jedi. Like I just got Kit Fisto recently. Love him. He's a bro. Yeah, I have major Mando fatigue. I'm so burnt out on Mandalorians. So burnt out. Like, who cares? Not me. I'm not even going to build these crates, because these crate pieces might come in handy. What's your opinion on other franchises made by Hasbro? That's a really good question. Transformers, my #1 favorite franchise of all time. Next up, G.I. Joe. Very, very big soft spot from my childhood, but I think that the only thing keeping that franchise alive are 40-year-old men. And once they die off, G.I. Joe is... I don't know, I just don't think G.I. Joe is a franchise for the 2020s, unfortunately. As much as I wish that it was, it's just not. The classified figure line is keeping it alive, because a lot of people have a misconception that G.I. Joe is just a brand that is popular and exists. No, after a while, after G.I. Joe Retaliation especially, Hasbro considered G.I. Joe to be a brand that can only survive with current media. So brands like that are Indiana Jones, that only has toy lines when new movies release. Ghostbusters is like a current media thing. It kind of got lumped into that category, where since G.I. Joe didn't have any current media, they were like, all right, we're You know, we're not making anything anymore. And there's no G.I. Joe stuff for a bit. But then the Snake Eyes movie came out, and they're like, oh, current G.I. Joe media, let's make a 6-inch action figure line, because that's what everyone's interested in. So they made a 6-inch action figure line for G.I. Joe, and they had the full intent of discontinuing the line if it did not perform well after the movie had its run. That was their full intent. However, the line did well. There's a lot of hype about it. There's a lot of collector interest. So they decided to keep it going. And I'm happy that they did, because G.I. Joe classified figures, I have one by my desk here. I don't really collect them much anymore, but I have like some representative samples of different toy lines by my desk for comparisons. This retro Cobra Commander is amazing. This is so good. Like, this is the perfect, like, small scale Cobra Commander figure. And like the joints feel great. It's all pinless. The chrome helmet's really nice. Like, G.I. Joe Classified is some great stuff. But it's overall, you know, kids don't care about G.I. Joe. I'm in positions where I interact with kids, and they don't know what G.I. Joe is. They don't. So, Marvel, I think Marvel Legends is still doing okay, but I have lost interest completely in Marvel. I'm definitely enjoying collecting Iron Man figures from ZD Toys. I'm 100% enjoying that. But overall, like, Avengers Doomsday, I could not care any less. I could not care any less about Doomsday. I'm totally clocked out. Totally. Yeah, I think a lot of people perceive, especially in like the modern political climate, I think a lot of people perceive G.I. Joe as politically incorrect, or, you know, very pro-military, and that's not really a cool thing anymore. I'm not voicing my opinion on that, but that's just the opinion that people have had about it. And I mean, I can't say, to slightly voice my opinion, I can't say I particularly agree. I think it's just it's a good versus evil franchise to sell toys, you know? I feel crazy for not caring at all about Endgame. Well, Endgame I cared about. Endgame was cool, but Doomsday I don't care about. I don't care at all about, because because I've no other way of putting this. I can't think of any other way. Marvel blew their load, bro. They blew the load with Infinity War and Endgame, and ever since after COVID, they have just not been able to keep it up. Yes, I literally made that analogy. I literally did. So what? Awesomely, I can just... There's no minifigs in this bag, so I can just keep these bags sealed. Yeah, Doomsday has, like, no build-up. Like, who cares? I don't. When I was a teen, I had general hype for the most mainstream nerd franchises. Yeah, I think that's a very, very teenager thing. Like, I know I was getting into the MCU when I was a teenager. What other Hasbro franchises are there? Star Wars. I seriously think Hasbro just needs to give it up. I think they're donezo at this point. Like, I just don't see Hasbro being able to redeem the brand where it needs to be redeemed anymore. I think we're done. I don't know what other company should carry the torch, but I just don't think Hasbro has the heart anymore. And it's sad to say, but I just don't think they do. What else? What else is there that Hasbro does? I think I got the main ones. Did I miss one? Did I miss one? I did see the Motu trailer. I think it's too soon to tell if that movie's going to be good or not. It's too soon to tell. I think it'll at least be decent, but I don't think it has enough star power. Like, it has Idris Elba, but I feel like Idris Elba would do any movie. If you pay him enough, he'll do any movie. And then Jared Leto is Skeletor. Yuck. I don't think anyone likes Jared Leto. I don't think anyone does. Hasbro does a lot of collabs with Marvel. They do. Who would fight stick bots or click bots? Ooh, I think ultimately, like, because I have a lot of stick bots actually. I got a lot at the thrift store. The click bots are cool. I think they're cool figures, but I think the stick bots are just they're too iconic. Yeah, Jared Leto is reverse star power, so that means you just have Idris Elba, and I think he's a great casting for Man at Arms. Honestly, I think he's a great casting because I think some characters, like the characters about their personality and about their drive and about their cadence. It's not about their skin color. And uh, I'm sure there's some people that are mad that a black man is playing a white character. Boo hoo. Get over it. You don't complain when it's really good. You didn't complain about Gordon in the Batman. I don't think anyone was complaining about Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin, even though that original Daredevil movie's bad. That's the only really good thing about it. Like, who cares about skin color when the casting is just that perfect? But then there's things like Severus Snape, where the only so you are casting the only professor that is creepy, suspicious, menacing as a black man. That's the only race change you're really making. Is the creepy, weird professor that I don't know. It seems bizarre to me. It seems very bizarre. Um, but to be fair, I've not seen the performance, so I'm not judging that decision quite yet. It's making me raise an eyebrow on that one. Because I do feel like some characters, like it just for some it matters. Like when it comes to their backgrounds and everything, when it comes to who and what they are, like who would ever cast Django from Django Unchained as a white guy, like stuff like that. I feel like that matters. But then there's ones like Man at Arms as you know Idris Elba. Like that's cool. It's a good casting. Yeah, I'm very as someone who has Severus Snape as their absolute favorite Harry Potter character. I'm interested to see the new portrayal, but I think ultimately it is like that is Alan Rickman's role. I don't think anyone is. Doesn't matter the skin color, doesn't matter who and what you are. No one is being a better Professor Snape than Alan Rickman. Absolutely not. It is physically impossible for anyone to play Snape better than Alan Rickman. So, I don't know what to tell you. Did you watch G-Force? I remember when that movie came out, I was like, this looks like the stupidest thing of all time. I've never seen that movie. Make sure you don't watch the new Harry Potter show. Oh no, there's political anti-trans move. Oh my gosh, what is going on? What is going on? I wasn't planning on watching it anyway, honestly, but if I hear it's really good still somehow, I'll check it out. I need to finish the original movies, though. I've never seen the Deathly Hallows. I've never seen the Deathly Hallows parts, which is crazy to me. I know how the story ends. I just don't know how it goes to the end. Common J.K. Rowling L. I know, right? I did not back the gunship. Like I said earlier, I'm de-investing in 3 3/4 inch, and the gunship is something that I could not justify $400 for. And what was it, 4 or 500? I don't remember, but I just could not justify that price. I just looked at it and I'm like, this just isn't it. Like, I would rather take half this money and get an older 3 3/4 inch gunship. And I'm hoping once the new HasLab one comes out, some people are going to sell off their older ones, and I might be able to get one, because I only have the ARC Trooper one. That's the only one I have. It's the only one I have is the Monoliths 10 gunship from Hasbro. But I don't know, dude. I couldn't do it. I couldn't pull the trigger. I'd love to get the Clone Trooper pilot from that, if anyone's willing to get rid of one, and just use a different pilot for their gunship. I'd love to have an accurate pilot for that, or just the new pilot figure. Lego Prime, Lego B, or Lego Soundwave. Definitely not Lego B. Lego B is the worst of them. Lego Soundwave, I think, is my personal favorite, but I think the Prime is the best, in my opinion. Have you seen the Clone Wars animated Hot Toys sideshow? I have. There's no clones, so I'm not interested in buying them. But they look decent. I'm interested to see how the Hono Studio Rebels Stormtroopers happen, because those look really nice. And if Hono Studios is like, oh, we're going to make a Clone Wars clone trooper in the same style, then I'm all for that. I'm all over that. All right, there's my squad of clones. I don't have the shock built yet, but it's a nice squad. What do you mean de-investing? I know you're slowly down buying TVC, but do you see yourself ditching it altogether? I don't think I'm going to ditch it altogether, but I don't think I'm going to keep everything around long term. I don't think I can. Your cat barked. That's fascinating. So I have a cat. I think she's shown up in some of my videos. Mama Cat. She's a tortoiseshell. She's a sweetheart. And she cannot meow properly. Her meows are like, meow. That's how she sounds. She sounds like she is dying when she meows. Like, if she really wants your attention, she will sound like, meow. Like, it's... anyone that does not know that cat would think something's wrong with her. But that's just how she meows. Clone Wars Hot Toys look like small soldiers. They kind of do, don't they? Oh, that's something I'd love for, like, high-end small soldiers figures. I'd be all over that. TVC rant win? The TVC rant. I don't think there's much to rant about. It's just, they're not great anymore, dude. They're not. And at $20 a pop, I cannot be invested in that anymore. I did get the new TVC, The Stranger. I haven't even seen the Acolyte, but that figure just looked really cool. And I got Padme because they were the original, like, $17 MSRP at my local Target. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get those. Yeah, they are. Did you see Avatar 3? I haven't even seen Avatar 2. I'm not big on Avatar. I'm big on Avatar, The Last Airbender, which is also funny because I haven't seen the Netflix remake for that. But Avatar, the Blue People, I'm not big on that. My YouTube Shorts algorithm, though, is really trying to get me into it for whatever reason. Like, they're showing me a lot of clips, which is interesting, but I'm just not. I mean, visually, they're amazing-looking movies, but I'm just not invested in them. Maybe someday I'll watch them. That's a someday thing. Your Mega Octane just shipped. Let's go. That's hype. The only MMC figure I have is that Batman that I got at TFCon. I was looking at the new Fordo compared to the old TVC Fordo, and the difference is insane. Yeah, the swappable armor on the original one was fantastic, but I'm super happy they made the new one, because the swappable armor made the paint deco on the arms only accurate for Phase 2. So we didn't have an accurate Phase 1 Fordo until the new one. And especially since they did tons of the blue arcs, I'm happy that they did a red Fordo for that. But yeah, with the swappable armor nowadays, that would be a deluxe. Hell, it's deluxe if it just comes with a couple extra lightsabers. I'm looking at you, Deluxe Lord Starkiller. What a ripoff. Yeah, the new Fordo is, like, more animated as well. They definitely, like, based the color scheme off of animation, which is appreciated. See, I don't hate the Avatar movies. I think they're good movies. I don't think the first movie was super memorable, like, story-wise, but I mean, it's still a good movie. Can't deny that. All right, there's my speeders built. I'm not building more Staps or the Aquatukapota droid. I still do need, though, to build the rest of my droids and the Shock Trooper. The Black Series Fordo is doo-doo. And that's a shame that my second favorite Clone Trooper, they butchered the figure. I'm hoping either they or AliExpress give it another go. Vale's Toys hasn't been making new clones recently, so I don't even know if they're done or not. I don't even know what's going on there. Yeah, it is cool that the TVC reissue still had all the accessories. I definitely appreciate that. Alright, so here's that. And then I need a baggie for all of these parts. And I'm going to use... Didn't I have another empty bag somewhere? Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm going to use this bag. And this is funny. I dug this out of storage because this bag contained custom Black Series parts for a Captain Killshot. And I have an AliExpress clone that I was going to put these on. And I totally forgot I was going to do that. So I found that in storage, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do that. So I dug that out. But I can put it in a smaller baggie. So that works. I do not have Hot Toys Vaughn. That's one I'm undecided on. Because for my Hot Toys Clone Troopers, I really like focusing on clones that I'm nostalgic for. Clones that like really make me happy in my soul. And Captain Vaughn is just not a design that does that for me. It's just not. It's not iconic to my childhood. It's not a childhood design. You could also argue that ARC Trooper Jesse wasn't, but he's just cool. ARC Jesse's just really cool. Alright, let's go ahead and get this built. It doesn't mean I won't get Vaughn eventually. It just means that I haven't. Jedi Clone Commander 2224 versus Sith Lord Director 3335. Who wins? Who's Sith Lord Director 3335? Who is that? Is that a reference? Is that somebody? I think Jedi Clone Commander Cody wins. Hasbro is rumored to be for sale? Oh my gosh. I mean, I can believe it. The only thing keeping Hasbro afloat is not even toys. It's Magic the freaking Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons, dude. That's all that keeps Hasbro alive. I love how all my shock troopers are like dual wielders. Pew, 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 pew. I mean, look at that minifig. That's so nice. I love that. I don't think Combiner Wars deserves more hate. I think it is deserving of a lot of the criticism it gets, but a lot of those older combiners that they've been remaking, like, dude, the Combiner Wars Superion is really good. Like, that's a really good combiner. Still to this day. As someone who has the Age of the Primes one, you know, I can definitely say that. Stores don't really care about the quality of stock anymore. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they do. Yeah, Hasbro wants to be an IP company now instead of a toy. Oh, there go all the droids. That was bound to happen eventually. Yeah, Hasbro wants to be an IP company instead of like Disney in that degree, where it's like, we're the IP that owns Peppa Pig and G.I. Joe and Power Rangers and Transformers. We don't make the toys all the time anymore. We license that out. Which cannon fodder is better, TF Prime Viacons or Stormtroopers? What do you mean, like, better as in their performance? I don't remember the Viacons really accomplishing anything in TF Prime. Meanwhile, Stormtroopers have, you know, done some stuff every once in a while. They captured Leia. They've done a few things. I'm just gonna add these droids to the pile, to the stack. Oh, you know what I just noticed? It's not truly faithful because it's a flat stud. It's not like a normal studded stud. But because we have these megaphone pieces, we can actually make... We can make classic Star Wars blasters. That's so cool. Alright. Done with all that. And go ahead and grab my baggie and put all these pieces in the baggies. Like, in terms of design... Dude, as much as I love the Prime Viacons, I think the original Stormtrooper is unbeatable. That's one of the most iconic troopers of all time. Yeah, I love the 2010s generation stuff. I mean, that's what I got started with, so... Alright, we're an hour in, and we've only done the battle packs. That's wild. Are you any bit interested in the new Black Series coming out? Not including the 2 packs. I will be getting the Black Series Jango Fett because he kind of goes with my Clone Trooper collection, so... Because I want a nice Black Series Jango for my clones. because he's their father. So I'm getting that. The Geonosian looks cool, actually, and I might get that on a sale to be cannon fodder for my Republic Commandos. But all the rest, like Watto, I don't care. Even the Lord Starkiller, for it being a deluxe, that kills any interest I would have in it. And also, I'm spoiled by the Hot Toys one. What about Clone Wars Ventress? I don't care about that. Black Series-wise. I love the Vintage Collection one that came out recently. Any urge to get more 3.0 MDLX Transformers? Not really. They haven't really done an... I do kind of want the Hot Rod. I do kind of want that, because he's a favorite of mine. But a lot of the others, I'm just not... I don't know, they're so expensive. Alright, here's my baggie. This will go in one of my Lego tubs. And I'll look at this and I'll be like, oh yeah, those are all my pieces from all my duplicate battle packs. Wow, there we go. Alright. Battle pack goodness done. We gotta start building this ARC 170. Alright, I have 61% battery life. That should hopefully last me. Alright, we're just gonna move the droids out of the way. I love this clone lineup though. I'd like to preserve that somehow. Dude, Sonic toys are so good. I have the DC Sonic stuff. Sorry, I did take a sip of water. I have a duplicate of the blind bags. Spoiler for an upcoming YouTube short, but I got a duplicate of the Robotnik Lex Luthor. I just have that, and I don't know what I'll do with it, but I have that. But I got all the rest, even the Blue Shadow. I'll let you guys know. Inside scoop for people watching the live stream, but that'll be a YouTube short coming up for the next wave of the blind bags. Which is crazy, the first wave had codes, so you could actually see what you're getting. But wave 2, they got rid of the codes on the bags, so I literally just got lucky. Do you own any NECA aliens or predators? I do. I had to put some in storage, unfortunately, because I just don't have the space. I put Elder in storage, and I put Wasp in storage. I can't bring myself to get rid of them, but I didn't have the display space. But I have on display, I forget the name of the one from AVP. Celtic, I think. I think it might be Celtic. I have, what's the name of the one from Prey? I have the Bear Blood one of him. I have City Hunter, Jungle Hunter, and I have the super cool, amazing, fantastic, like, militarized Predator from The Predator, that movie. That one is awesome. Alien-wise, I have the Mantis Alien, and I have the Blue Warrior Alien from NECA. But I have some Kenner aliens, too. I've got a Kenner AVP, like, just the standard Predator and a standard Alien. Those are really nice. Alright. Here's our sticker sheet for our ARC 170. Oh my gosh, it's a lot. Yeah, I love Celtic. Something about his mask is just, it's one of my favorite masks. Alright, I need to make a little bit more space by the desk here. I just have so much stuff, like, some figures don't even have a spot on the shelf yet, they just live on my desk. So, like, YOLO Park AMK Megatron, which is one of my favorite figures of all time. So, I don't mind him being on the desk. Alright, so I'm going to take these bags out of the way. And I think, because people always ask when I don't have the box in the background, I should have the box in the background, because people will ask what I'm building if I don't. And then I should put all these clones. Here, I'll put them in front of the box. How about that? Line them up. Sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat recently. If you want to be a Transformer, answer these 3 questions. I don't want to be a Transformer. Oh my gosh, they go through war and they die all the time. Do I have to answer the questions? What symbol would you be? What would your name be, and what would you transform into? I would be independent. How about that? I'd be like one of those. I'd be like a Prime Dreadwing or a Comics Thundercracker or G1 Blitzwing. I'd be like my own bot. I would turn into a Chevy Nomad or like a classic style muscle car, and my name would be Nomad, and I would be blue, and that would be really cool. That's my Transformers OC, do not steal. Or this is my clone army. Something about just seeing multiple Lego clone troopers lined up. I think it just makes the brain happy. Can you leave a comment on my Java Palace mock? If you want to post a comment with a link to it, it'll like hold the comment for my approval, but I'll take a look at it. Sorry if I asked you that question. It's okay. I was just playing. It was just playing. Yeah, it really does suck that they got rid of the codes on Sonic Wave 2. I didn't notice that Rust Belt was in here. Oh my gosh. What's up, dude? Blockies, Devi, or YOLO Park ROTF Megs. I think it was ROTF Megs that made it on the list over Devi. So, I mean, I'm shocked that this is my favorite YOLO Park. But it is. Like, this is my favorite YOLO Park figure. Freaking ROTF Megatron. And I'm not even... It's my least favorite movie Megatron design. And it's my favorite YOLO Park figure. Alright. We're working on this ARC 170. Getting her done. As a car guy dope choice. Yeah, ever since I was a kid, I've always enjoyed Chevy Nomads. They just... Especially the Hot Wheels cars of them. My brother was even more into them than I was. But Chevy Nomads are cool. My favorite car design overall, though, is a Dodge Viper. But that's taken. That's already a Transformer. I can't pick that one. I mean, I guess I could pick that one, but I'm not going to pick that one. All right, so here is our first clone. And it looks like is this Oddball? Yeah, this is Oddball. Look at that, Lego Oddball. Have they done an Oddball before? I don't know. I know they did a Jag before. But I don't think they've explicitly done an Oddball yet. So this is a cool one. I love how Lego, with like these most recent waves, are like, yeah, we're just going to make every clone trooper from Revenge of the Sith. They've already done Gree and Neo, so I'm not stressing about those. But we're making the pilots, we're making Cody, we're making Bakara, we're making Bly, Galactic Marines. We're just getting them all out of the way. Han Solo or 86 Hot Rod in terms of writing. I mean, Harrison Ford himself said that Han Solo just didn't really have anywhere to go as a character. That's why he wanted him to die. So, like, Han Solo is not a super complex character. Meanwhile, Hot Rod has some complexity to him. You know, like reluctancy for leadership, maturing, stuff like that. I mean, it's kind of surface level, but he still has those themes. Oh, this is a cool looking droid. I feel like I had one of these when I was a kid. Like one of these dark green heads. I feel like I had one of these. But it's still cool to have a astromech to go with the ship. I mean, four minifigs for this ARC 170 is pretty decent. Didn't this retail for like really expensive? I don't know. I got it on sale, so I did not pay full price. What bag you on? This is bag one, dude. We're just starting. We're just starting on the ARC 170. But I just unboxed 3 Clone Trooper battle packs. So I got that said and done. Because I've been holding on to those for like a year or something, dude. Just waiting to do them in a live stream. And I'm like, this whole live stream is just going to be dedicated to Lego Clone Troopers. So not opening any Transformers today. Not doing anything else. It's just all about Lego clones. I do still have the MTT and the 327th packs to open, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do those in a live stream. Because my next live stream is going to be the Blockies Transformers 1 Wave 2. I almost did that tonight instead, but I was like, nah, I've been heavy into Clone Troopers recently, so I want to get some more clone goodness in my life. You like Fallout? I actually just watched the new episode right before starting this live stream. I've never been into the games. My brother is a huge fan of the games. He is into them. and I am just not. It's just the style of gameplay and the style of game and the datedness of it. Like, I feel like your character moves around like a tank, and I just don't think I like Bethesda style games. I think that's just on me. With the show, I mean, I am somewhat familiar with the lore and everything, so I actually got. I'm gonna say a mild spoiler for the new episode of Fallout, and this isn't even like a big spoiler. I'm not gonna say what he does. I'm not gonna say, how much of it, because I think we already saw in the trailers that they show up. But all right, spoiler alert. I will wave when the spoiler is over if you don't want a spoiler for the new Fallout show, and it's not even, like I said, that big of a spoiler. But when the super mutant showed up in this recent episode, I was like, oh my gosh, it's a freaking super mutant. That was like so cool. I was like, wow. And the voice is really nice, and the face is really nice. Like, they nailed the super mutants, and I'm really excited to see where the story goes with the super mutants in the show. All right, spoilers over. Spoilers over. But yeah, the Fallout show, in my opinion, is the best video game adaptation in a TV show or movie. By far the best. I think the Sonic movies are definitely on the list. The Sonic movies, we are blessed with really good Sonic movies, but they're not perfect. I think it makes sense having them grounded to Earth, but I always kind of liked it more when Sonic was like in its own world. But like I think like modern Sonic games are Earth based, like the ones like Sonic Adventure, which was the biggest influence for Sonic 3. So like I get it. That's not even that big of an issue. The first Sonic movie is very, very safe in like being a video game movie. Like the character, it's essentially E.T., but Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, it was still a lot of fun, but they played that first movie very safe. And then after that succeeded and all the fans enjoyed it, they're like, all right, let's bring in Tails, let's bring in Knuckles and Shadow and Amy Rose, Metal Sonic. Like, they're going to bring it all. I got a question. If you had a vintage Transformer Beast Wars toy, what would you get? 1 Wolfang, 2 K9, 3 Scorponok, 4 Depth Charger, 5 Optimus Prime. I've got news for you. I have most of those actually already. I think I have Wolfang. I don't think I have K9. I have the reissues for Wolfang and Scorponok, but I have Depth Charge. It's not complete, but I have him, and I have Optimus Primal. But to answer your question on one that I do not have, I would like to get Rampage, largely because they haven't done a figure of him yet, which, like, they haven't done a modern one, but that's probably one of the only older Beast Wars figures where if the opportunity showed itself for me to get that for like $60, something like that, I'd go for it. I'd definitely go for it. I did see the Yellow Park prototype for Dinobot. Too soon to tell if Yellow Park will send me that one, but they have historically sent me just about every Yellow Park AMK Pro. So we'll see. We'll see. This isn't right. I missed something. What'd I miss? I missed something. Oh, it's 2 white plates. Okay. 2 white plates. Because I looked at the instructions and I'm like, it's not lined up right. Also, Fallout does actually have some decent music. Yeah, they had a new, they had one of my favorite Fallout songs in the recent episode. Slight spoiler again, I guess. I'll wave my hand when it's over. They had a Uranium Fever. Uranium Fever has gone and brought me down. Uranium fever is spreading all around. With a Geiger counter in my hand, I'm off to find some government land. Like, all right. I loved that song. I love that song. Sorry, it's my vocal stem. Dirty Dog from Cool Cat vs. Dirty Dog. Going, I love that song. That has such a righteous beat. That is straight up my vocal stem. Oh, geez. What is wrong with me? That's on Michael Bay coming back. We'll see how it goes. I mean, Michael Bay has made some Transformers movies we've really enjoyed. And I don't think the Transformers movies are ever going to be able to successfully branch away from that style of movie making. So oh, I didn't need to put that one in there. I'm excited to see where it goes. I don't think it's like the end of the world for Transformers. Do you own any vinyl records? I do not. I'm not a vinyl guy at all. I have no interest. I have a good friend of mine though who's really into them. I've like his collection is huge, and it's impressive. It's a very cool collection, but I'm personally not into them. I have some CDs though for like my favorite bands, favorite albums. I'm kind of a CD guy. Like I have every Breaking Benjamin CD. Did it smell like old books? Did what smell like old books? You have another question. Was your favorite Transformers Beast Wars toy? Well, Wolfang or K9, those are not my favorite. Out of the two, I like Wolfang more. I like the colors more. But original Beast Wars, I think I might have to give it to Depth Charge. I really love Depth Charge. You've got the original New Hope and Empire Strikes Back records. That's cool. That's really cool. All right, so we're building whatever the hell this is. I guess some internal structure. What's your top 5 favorite CDs? That's a loaded question. It's super loaded. I don't know, dude. Right now I've really been getting into Beartooth. That's a band I really thoroughly, genuinely enjoy. So their most recent album, I love it so much. I forget what it's called. It's got the chrome skeleton on it. It'll come to me. But love that album. Breaking Benjamin, love that stuff. I only want to name one Breaking Benjamin one. I don't think you can go wrong with like Dear Agony. Can't go wrong with that. I do have Clone Wars Bosk. At least I think I do. Yeah, I do. I have Clone Wars Bosk. What other CDs do I really like? Oh, I've got a Rat-a-Tat CD. Who knows Rat-a-Tat in here? That was my old channel theme, Rat-a-Tat, Germany to Germany, before YouTube cracked down on it. Even though I was still using it within the 10-second fair use, they were still doing copyright claims, so I had to stop using Rat-a-Tat, Germany to Germany. So now I use Norland from Binärpilot, which is explicitly stated to be like, fair use. Like you can just use it as long as you credit it. Even though when I used it fully for my video on going to TFCon, I got a copyright claim on that. So I guess I can't use it fully, but I can at least use it as much as I use it. But hey, if YouTube cracks down on that and I can't use Norland anymore, then I'll have to come up with another theme. I'll do Past Lives, You're Never Gonna Hold Me. Yeah, Rat-a-Tat is so good, dude. I don't know if they released new stuff recently. I have not checked in on them in a long time. But I love Rat-a-Tat. If you like yourself some really, really groovy, very well done instrumental music, Rat-a-Tat is your jam. What other CDs do I have that I really like? Oh my gosh. Red Declaration, the band Red. That's just their name. They have the least marketable name of all time. I can relate to that. I really liked their Declaration album. That was really good. What else? What else? I don't know. I've got an Alien Ant Farm CD. Just sing your intro at this point. I can't sing my new intro. It's just... I mean, it has some lyrics. Do you remember? Do you remember? And see, it fits the theme of talking about toys and everything. Love me some Counting Crows. Do you have like any rare Lego minifigs? I do. I have The Chrome Darth Vader, I got that one. I got Darth Revan. I got the Chrome Stormtrooper. I got Commander Wolf. I got Commander Fox. I got, in the P.O. box, crazy enough, I got the original 2005 Kashyyyk Clone Trooper. What else? What else do I have that's, like, pretty rare? Yeah, the Smooth Criminal Alien Ant Farm cover is really good. I feel like those are my most rare LEGO minifigs. Again, I'm not a big LEGO collector, so if I was a big LEGO collector and I didn't have all these Transformers and everything, I'd be having Original Django, Shadow ARF Trooper. Like, I'd be putting my money into that rare stuff, dude, for sure. But I don't put my money into that. I'd rather buy a Hot Toys than a LEGO minifig. If they ever copyright your new channel intro song, you should use Ultimate Toy Collector. Absolutely, yeah. 100%. I'll be posing. I'll be playing. Them joints. Them figures. Man, that was definitely a video of the era. Because I was, like, making fun of those people that, like, made songs about action figures. I'm not going to name names, but if you know, you know. And I just thought it was cringe. Like, making rap songs and everything about collecting toys. And, like, the songs themselves, in my opinion, were not good. So, I was just clowning on that stuff. Yeah, Figga Gang, that's one that was out. Yeah, there's some lore with all that. Pretty good list of rare Star Wars minifigures. These have OG Django. Dude, I wish I had OG Django. I had the chance to get that set for like $100, like 8 years ago. Should have done it. I do also have the OG Greedo. That's a good one. I was talking about the Rogue Shadow earlier. I have the Star Killer from that set. That's a rare one now. Nerdy references in rap can be good, but those guys overdid it. Yeah, like I was just listening to some Post Malone, and one of my favorite Post Malone songs is Candy Paint. I think it was featured in one of the Fast and Furious movies. I wouldn't know, because I don't watch those movies. But I know he says, like, God damn, I love paper like a Michael Scott. And I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of funny. So, like, stuff like that, I can get behind. But some other stuff. Do you have any OG Watto? I do not. I've got the original, like, 1999 Hasbro one, but Lego-wise, I don't have a Watto. I do not. Dude, Cloud City Boba's a cool one. Oh, I do have the Macquarie concept art Boba Fett. I think that's a rare one now, isn't it? Came in a book. I've got that one. That's a good one. Dude, you got me into Post Malone with that song. Oh, nice, dude. Nice. My favorite Post Malone song all around is probably Paranoid. It's just a vibe, dude. It's a vibe. I'm not particularly an extremely paranoid person myself, but I can relate to that song at least a little bit. So that's a good one. No money, no pots, no deal. There you go. My off-the-cuff Watto impression. Hope you enjoyed. I wouldn't call myself an impressionist. I can do a few really good voices, and that's it. Like, my clone voice is pretty mid, because there's, like, what's his name? Red Sun. He does a really good, like, clone voice. And I know there's a few other people that do, like, perfect Tamora Morrison impressions. But see, my clone voice is kind of a mix of all of them, I think. Definitely got some... It's got some D. Bradley Baker in there, but it's also got a little bit Tamora Morrison in there. So that's my clone voice. But then you have, like, Optimus Prime. And that is just, like, straight up Peter Cullen. Like, even my mouth moves like Peter Cullen's mouth when I do the Optimus voice. How the MP44 holding up? I haven't transformed it since that dreaded live stream, and I will never transform it ever again. But he's sitting pretty on that shelf, dude. He's an awesome figure. Love how he looks. All right, so this drops down like this and goes in here, because that is a part of the wing mechanism, I believe. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, this mechanism is going to be so nice. Look at that, dude. That is some amazing engineering. Yes. Yes. There's another one. All right, I need 2 of these. I actually hate Hatchet with all my heart. Dude, the Studio Series Hatchet is doo-doo poop. So bad. I glued the arm panels on. I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm just gluing those on. Just so... Especially with all the weight and build-up. That was, in my opinion, the worst Transformer of 2025. I'm still debating if I want to do a list of, like, top 10 worst or, like, problematic toys of the year. I'm debating on that. Because I know I would need to put the gold label McFarlane Year 1 Gordon and Batman on that list. Good figures, but I had to pay like $40-50 each on those because Walmart canceled my order on Gordon 24 times. So yeah, they just didn't want me to have that. Do it. I love the Emperor quote when he's like, I can feel your anger. It gives you focus, makes you stronger. I love how he says focus instead of focus. Nice to see you building this set. I love the new Clone Pilot minifigs. Yeah, the new Clone Pilots look really nice. They definitely look really good. No new minifig in bag 2. That's okay. I do have the original, like, 2010 ARC 170. Well, I shouldn't call it the original, because the original was released in 05. But the second ARC 170, I do have that set. It's just sitting in pieces in a bag somewhere in storage. I want to rebuild it someday, but now that I have this one, I can't say I'm as stressed. Because actually, oh no, I'm killing clones. Because I actually do prefer, like, modern set design and aesthetic where they're smaller and more dense. I actually prefer it. The TRF. What do you think about those Lego Smat bricks this year? I know it's a typo. I'm just messing with you. It seems like they're basically just doing Comtech chips in the year 2026 and acting like it's new technology. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is new technology. It is. And keep in mind that, like, the synthesizer for the Comtech chips was like the massive Comtech reader, and the chips just, like, told you what it was. So the chips were like the little things that are going to be in the minifigs or in the plates or whatever. But, like, they've just condensed a Comtech chip into a brick. Like, it's literally just a Comtech chip. It's got a little bit more, like, some color detection and things like that. But it's a Comtech chip. Considering Lego Avatar sets, which Avatar? We were talking about Avatar earlier. You have to specify. Blue People or Last Airbender? Blue People, no. Even though I do have a couple of the minifigs. But Last Airbender, yes. And I'd love to get that original Last Airbender stuff. I've been trying to get the Air Temple from my brother, because my brother actually has the Air Temple set. And I would love to have that, but, ooh, I would either have to trade him a lot of stuff for that or just, you know, cough up a lot of dough. Baja Blast. Dude, we were talking about Taco Bell at the start of the live stream. Don't make me want Taco Bell. Because I will go out. I've done it before where I've gone out at like midnight. Because my local Taco Bell is just down the road. I will get dressed, go into my car at midnight, and go down and get Taco Bell. I've done it before. I think one of the last times I did, I had strep throat, and my throat was just super sore, and I was like, I think the only thing that's going to cure my throat is some Taco Bell. And it did. It made me feel a lot better. I wish Lego would revive SpongeBob. Yeah, I know. Lego definitely should have the license to SpongeBob. That's a top tier brand. I did finally get the little plankton because I've been wanting the little plankton like cylinder piece for so long. There's that one absolutely crazy man on Instagram or whatever where he talks. I can't even do his voice. Where he talks like this, and he has a whole tower of planktons. I have a whole tower of Lego planktons. I have the most Lego planktons in the world. And he also collects like the Jar Jar tongue. I've got Jar Jar tongues. I'm not that guy. What's your opinion about new overpriced Lego Star Wars sets? Wait for a sale. That's what I did. I waited for an opportunity to get these, not at retail price. And I'm happy I waited. What are your favorite McDonald's changeables characters? I can't say I'm that invested to have specific characters I like. I like the burger ones. I like those ones. I don't really like the dinosaur ones. Then again, I'm not really a dinosaur fan, so that kind of explains it. Are you into franchises that you don't show online, or you show every franchise you're into online? I don't know, like I've shown it and I've talked about it, but I do not regularly make videos about Gundam. And every live stream I do, I show off my Gundam shelf because I love Mobile Suit Gundam with all of my heart. And I haven't like fully delved into every show, every facet of the franchise because there's just so much. Even Transformers, like I've been a hardcore TF fan since 2012, and I still have not seen Headmasters, all of RID, all of Armada or Energon. There's still so much I haven't seen, but Gundam is probably the biggest one. I don't show a lot of Batman, and I am a huge Batman fan. My top 5 things, like, nerdy interests are as follows. In order. I'm going in order. I'm taking a pause from building and going through. Transformers is number 1. Number 2 right now is Batman. Number 3 right now is Mobile Suit Gundam. Number 4 right now is Star Wars. And number 5, I always consider it to be what's in the moment, what's in the now, or like what's currently occupying my mind. During COVID, it was JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Right now, it's actually Assassin's Creed. I'm getting ready to. I've never played like a lot of the newer ones, but like the Ezio games. Oh my gosh. Never finished Revelations though. Never finished Revelations. But like early Assassin's Creed, like I have bought on sale AC3 and 4, and I'm looking to do some replaying. So like Assassin's Creed is occupying a lot of brain space. But sometimes it's G.I. Joe, which it's very rare that it's G.I. Joe. Sometimes it's Ninja Turtles. Sometimes it's Marvel, which is again very rare, especially nowadays. Sometimes it's Avatar: The Last Airbender. I feel like there's always like a thing I'm currently into. There was like a week recently where it was literally No Country for Old Men. Sometimes it's Breaking Bad. Like there's Small Soldiers. I feel like it has a permanent like number 6 or something because I love Small Soldiers, but it's just such a limited franchise. It is literally only one movie. So it's just not something that I can invest a lot into because there's not a lot to invest into. But I love Small Soldiers. Shane, where do you go when the party just started? What are you talking about? I'm confused. I'm absolutely grinding Beat Saber. Good for you, dude. F in the chat for Playmates preteen karate tortoises. Oh yeah, I forgot Playmates is losing the rights, dude. That's insane. What is happening in the toy industry where Playmates loses Ninja Turtles? These are dark times, man. These are dark times. I've never played the Small Soldiers PS1 game, but I would love to someday. I feel like since it's PS1, I could probably just Google it and find it on some web browser. I can do that for the original Toy Story 2 game. Sometimes I've just opened it up on browser and like replayed the first like Andy's House level. What was your first Transformer? Uh, I feel like I don't have a clear answer on that because my first Transformers toys were like the Play School GoBots and the 1, 2, 3 Transformers that I recently did a video on. My first like real Transformer, I'm pretty sure, was Cybertron Scattershot. But the first one I decided to buy on my own decision, like this is one I want, that was not a gift, was the '07 Brawl. So it's like I got gifted Cybertron Primus, Cybertron Optimus. Like, dude, I was a lucky kid getting the 2 best toys in TF Cybertron gifts. I was a lucky kid there. OG Data Megatron just arrived. Heck yeah, let's go. Love that toy. The little bull horde hood ornament on mine broke off though, unfortunately. But that broke off so long ago. Pizza Hut stuffed crust, don't get me started, boy. I'm not big on Pizza Hut, dude. I think they suck. I'm not a Pizza Hut fan. When it comes to the fast food pizzas, Domino's is my go-to. I love how they like add the garlic on their crust, and like the fact that their crust is so soft and like enjoyable. Like I'm a big crust guy. Like I love nice crust on sandwiches, good crust on pizza. I don't really have Little Caesars around my area anymore, shockingly. My local Little Caesars closed. I have to travel way too far to go to a Little Caesars, and if I'm traveling far, I am not eating Little Caesars. You know, so I haven't had Little Caesars in years. Last time I had it, it was awful. I had it down in Kentucky. I used to have a big like it was like one of the main dinners I always ate. I had those like Tostitos frozen pizzas. They used to be like $1 each or like $5. No, they were like $5 each. Like they were so good. Like that was a meal right there. Like that's good stuff. Papa John's is solid. Papa John's is solid. There's no greater feeling than finding crunch in the soft. What are you talking about? I mean, I don't know the context of your statement, but I like that with pizza, or not with pizzas, with ice cream. I love crunch in my ice cream. So like cookies and cream. Right now, the ice cream in my freezer is like peanut butter chocolate chip cookie dough, which oh my god, if I do not stop myself, like if I keep buying that, I will have type 2 diabetes. It's gonna happen. So I need to like I'll treat it as a treat for now, and then I will not buy it again for quite some time. Bringing the topic back to Lego, were you ever into Ninjago? Oh boy, I was there at the start for Ninjago. I was there before the start. I was a big T-Fall, tween and teen fan of Lego, and when Ninjago came out, didn't it come out in 2011? I would have been 13, like 12, 13 years old. Because, see, my birthday's really late in the year. It's in October, so it's kind of hard to gauge, especially since most of everything else happens before October. You know, usually I'm still the age prior. But, dude, I had my CMF Black Ninja minifig from the CMF series Wave 1. And I was like, I've got Cole. I've got an early version of Cole. Like, I knew it wasn't, but I was just, like, playing. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And then the like pilot movie came out, and I was like, wow, the skeletons are so cool, and this is awesome. And I got all 4 of the ninja. I got Sensei Wu. I got some of the skeletons. I never got a Lord Garmadon as a kid, but I was there at the start, and then never again. I was not around when Lloyd was introduced. I was not around when he became a ninja. I had clocked out. I clocked out. I was there at the start and I clocked out right after. Something else. You know what? You know what else got my interest after that? Because see, 2011 was like my last big year for like Lego and like just entirely dedicating myself to Lego and like 3 3/4 inch Star Wars. I had other things that occupied my mind at around 2012. Primarily this, So yeah, that's why I dipped out in Ninjago. I did end up getting a Lord Garmadon eventually. So I do have a classic Lord Garmadon minifig. Oh, my knee just popped. But yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I am a fan though of the Titan Mech sets. I love the Ninjago Titan Mechs. I have all 3 of the modern ones so far, and I fully intend on getting the remade Lloyd Garmadon Titan Mech. Fully intend on getting that. Because I have the Zane one, I have the J one, I have the Cole one. I definitely will get the Lloyd, even though that's not a character I grew up with. And they still have not made a Kai. Because I know they did like a Fire Emperor red mech recently, but it wasn't a Titan mech. And I could tell, like, it doesn't have the same design philosophy, it doesn't have the same size, the same engineering. I'm like, I'm only going for the Titan mechs. Who's your favorite band? Breaking Benjamin. They are my favorite. Did you know that Ninjago turned 15 this month? I did. I saw that they're doing like... I actually think that the Titan Mech set that I have my eyes on is an anniversary set, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. All right, our first stickers. We need 8 and 9 right down there. Oh my gosh, Lego stickers are the worst ever. Dude, I'm sorry. If you're a Lego fan and you're struggling with Lego stickers and Lego stickers stress you out, do yourself a favor and never get into Gunpla. Never. Because those stickers are... You're not strong enough. You're not strong enough for Gunpla stickers. Do I have a Gundam kit with like a super mega tiny micro sticker? I don't know if I do. But seriously, like, I'm trying to think of like a size comparison I could make for like a micro sticker for a Gundam. Smaller than a stud. Like half the size of a... No, not even half. Like, maybe like a fourth of the size of a stud. There's been stickers that small in Gundam. It's insane. I'm looking for a piece. I've not found it yet. Because this goes here. And I need its mirror. There it is. It's on the side. I used to have a crap ton of Ninjago sets, but I grew up and forgot about them, so they broke, which is sad. No! I definitely tore apart some of my childhood sets, but there's still a lot that are intact. Still a lot. I have a whole Lego collection. It took me 4 months for that. 4 months for what? Stickers? I don't know. Keep in mind, I'm currently unable to look up in the chat because I'm putting a sticker on. There we go. I love having a thumbnail. Literally just today, someone in my family is like, I can't get the batteries out of the TV remote. And I just took my thumbnail and was just like, there you go. Dude, it comes in handy. It comes in handy for everyday life. And as someone who has needed to be handy for a lot of things, like I used to build furniture for my job. I've built a lot of stuff around the house. I build as my hobby. Taking stickers off, having like a little thing to scrape or to pick at things. I'm a fan of having a thumbnail. Because how many times in your life have you been like, oh my gosh, I don't have a nail. I can't get it. I don't have a nail. I have to grab a tool. Exactly. I want to get that Ninjago 15th anniversary set that has a season 2 look for the main cast. Yeah, I don't think they've made... I think all the Garmadons that they've made in recent years have been, like, the 4 arms. When, like, he had 2 arms originally, and that's the Lord Garmadon that I know and remember. So I don't even know if they've ever remade that version. What do you think about the Lego first Spinjitzu Master minifig? I would have no idea. I don't know what it looks like. I'm not... Again, see... The only Ninjago things I have any real awareness or know of is from the initial first season, first wave, whatever. Anything else, I understand that the show has has like a bajillion seasons, and there's so much lore, and there's so many characters and storylines and enemies and different things. Like the ninjas die and get revived like 10 times over. I don't know any of that. I know about Lord Garmadon kidnapping Nia and Jay becoming a ninja and saving the day. That's what I know. That's my Ninjago. Are you buying any of the new Lego Batman 2026? Probably. I definitely want the Batfleck Batmobile because I don't have a Batfleck Batmobile in Lego. I forget what else they're doing. And that sticker wasn't 100%, but I'm not going to cry about it. Yeah, I forget what else they're doing, but Lego, the only two things I care about for Lego nowadays are Clone Troopers and Batman. So, and I don't even get all the Lego Batman stuff. Before you ask, I did not get the Arkham Asylum. I'm not interested in the Arkham Asylum. I do not like the general aesthetic or design philosophy for Lego modular buildings. I don't like Lego modulars. I've never owned a Lego modular, and I never will. I don't think there's a single building that they could make, except unless I think there's one thing they could get me on, and we've totally lost the focus. I think the only thing they could make a really good modular of, and again, I feel like it's just going to look like the X Mansion too much. If they would make a Wayne Manor with a bat cave underneath, you would get me on that. You would get me for that. That's like the only modular you could get me on. What's your opinion on Lego Pokemon? It's Pokemon. Hooray. I'm not a Pokemon guy. I personally have no investment or interest, but Pokemon as a franchise is ridiculously huge. It is the biggest franchise in the world, and you cannot tell me otherwise. I think there's more Pokemon fans than there are fans of anything else. And the Pokemon fandom can be rabid, especially with the trading cards and everything. It's insane. It's unbelievable just how unhinged the Pokemon fandom can be. So I think bridging one unhinged fandom with a hyper-obsessed fandom like Lego is the perfect breed. Because Lego fans are hyper-obsessed. They are in it, dude. They will entirely, they will get divorced over it, and then they will take the room that used to be their son's room, and they will turn it into their Lego man cave. And I'm not speaking hypothetically. I actually knew somebody that did that. Lego's a rabbit hole. We're totally out of focus again. There we go. People will totally transform their basements into a massive Lego emporium. Probably Dragon Ball is the closest to the craziness. Yeah, that's another fandom that I'm not into. I've told come on, Focus. Come back, please. Come back, Focus. There we go. I've told the story in the past. When I was a kid, I was flicking through channels, and I saw Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, why are their foreheads so big? I don't like how they look. They look dumb, and I changed the channel. So, never been a Dragon Ball Z guy. Never. And I don't think I ever would be either. I think it's a franchise that, you had to be there. You had to be into it when you were a kid. Because if you weren't, then I just don't think the interest is going to be there otherwise. Have you ever watched Breaking Bad? Dude, I love Breaking Bad. I was talking about it earlier where, I have my 5 main, nerdy interests. Transformers, Batman, Gundam, Star Wars, and then a 5th that just kind of switches out every once in a while. Breaking Bad occupies that space a lot. I wanted to rewatch the show recently, but I was like, you know what? I just rewatched it for, the 3rd time a few years ago. I don't want to fully rewatch it, so what I ended up doing, I have to give a shout out to the channel Better Watch TV, because he did breakdowns of behind the scenes information or cool Easter eggs or production design for every Breaking Bad episode, and he's currently going through Better Call Saul. and that was a great way for me to kind of reabsorb the entire series without like rewatching the entire series right now. So like I gained a new perspective on the episodes without just straight up rewatching them over again. I've never been a commentary guy, so I don't think you would ever catch me like rewatching a series with the commentary. Never forget when Imaginext randomly made a hazmat figure that looks like Walter White. I own that. I own that figure. I have it. I have that Walter White Imaginext. That is my only piece of Breaking Bad memorabilia. I would love to get a 1/6 scale Walter White eventually. I'd love to get that, but one just hasn't been made in a while. And I just don't know when there will be another one. Oh, no. Oh, dude, this is going to suck. Clear stickers on these windows. Why didn't they just print these? All right, so we need 2. These are not going to turn out good, I can guarantee you. I'm going to mess these up so bad. All right, so... Oop, look, I've already accidentally stuck it. All right, I've already almost messed it up. So I want it to kind of be... Oh, stuck it again. I want it to kind of be lined up to the center. I don't know how well it's going to turn out. Yeah, it's off. You can see there's more on that side than that side. As I tried to line it up to like the printing on there, I'm not going to worry about that. Dude, these stickers just suck. I hate clear back stickers on windows. Why don't they just freaking print it? Yeah, these stickers are bad. These are bad stickers. And I'm normally not, like I was talking about earlier, I'm not a big like hater on Lego stickers, but those are bad. Those are bad. And look, once you have them on, like they're not even the same shade of white. They lose all the opacity. And Legos had that issue a lot. I placed my stickers so wrong. My Arc 170 windows look so weird. Yeah, I'll take like it being slightly off center over me like totally messing it up. So I'll take that as a win. Yeah, I could talk about Breaking Bad all day. Lego Breaking Bad. Wasn't there like a video where someone animated a like a Lego Breaking Bad video game? That was funny. How many Bandai sets do you have? Are you talking about like model kits? Was that your question? Because I have too many to count at this point. I have a lot of... That's my main building hobby. I have some people, they're like, oh, you like building stuff? Are you like really into Lego? And I'm like, not really anymore. I'll still buy them eventually, like occasionally. But my main... Like pretty much all the Lego I've bought in recent years I've done live streams of, so you have a pretty good idea of like all the Lego I have recently. So like the Transformers ones, the Clone Trooper ones, some of the Batman ones. I don't really think I show off the Batman sets. So is the collection tour still on the menu? It's a work in progress. I had my toy collection all set up and looking pretty for a collection tour, and then life happened, and then the collection got to be a mess again. So I've been trying to rework it again. I've been thinking about how I'm going to shoot it, because I feel like every collection tour I do is a disaster. Like it just looks super ugly, and I don't like how it looks, and I don't like rewatching it. So I want to make a video that I would enjoy watching. I'm not going to film it on my phone. I'm going to film it on my $800 camera. So hopefully it looks good. But my lighting for my collection is terrible. I've never invested in lighting, because I've always seen all of my shelves as like temporary. Like I'm not going to invest in my shelving setups because I don't really like them. I feel like some parts of my collection are just like visible storage. Like here's all these action figures standing on a shelf, totally crammed together. Better here than in a box. Because every time I've done a collection tour, I have people like, man, you got to spread your figures out. They're so crammed, it looks awful. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I wish I could do something else. But I only have a little bit of space allotted in my house. So, this is what I got. This is what I got. I'm hoping I finish this soon because I'm starting to feel my stomach telling me I need to go to the bathroom. So, hopefully I can finish this set. We're almost 2 hours into the stream. I'm not going to keep the stream going super long after I get this done, because I want to do other things with my night. I want to watch the Superman movie finally. I want to work on a Bandai kit. Because yesterday I spent so much time working around the house and working on my collection. Today I told myself I'm just going to do leisurely things. I'm just going to relax because I work over the weekend and there's going to be a terrible snowstorm coming through, and I'm really stressing out about that. Because a year ago, driving up to work, I spun out into the snow, and that was an extremely, I'll straight up say, traumatic experience for me. I would not wish that on anybody. Oh my gosh, there's like no white piece to put your finger on this. There's like a little bit right here. Because otherwise you'll see like your fingerprint on the sticker. Dude, clear backed Lego stickers. Like normal Lego stickers, totally fine. They look good. They work good. Clear backed, the literal worst. They should never do clear backed stickers. These are terrible. Worst thing Lego has ever done. Alright, I'm going to try the wraparound technique. I'm going to try a wraparound for this one. I think I got it pretty straight. Still a little off. Still a little bit too much space on this side. But you know what? That's clean. I'll take it. That's a victory. There's no fingerprints, nothing like that. I'll take it. $45 just for like a battle pack. Yeah, dude, the price for the 327th set was awful. I had to wait for a sale on that one. Like, I'm not spending that on that. Alright, so then we have this cockpit. Alright, looking good. Looking good. And we still need to build, like, the nose cone. I'm making Transformers videos on TikTok, so I'm going to dedicate a lot of time to that this weekend. That's cool. I will never touch TikTok in my entire life. Someone's impersonating me on TikTok. They're taking my YouTube shorts and uploading them there and getting thousands of views. And you know what? Good for you, dude. Good for you. I mean, screw you, but good for you. I hope you enjoy being a content thief. I don't even think it's worth it, honestly. Because I would have to make a whole TikTok account, I think. Because I tried to do reports like this guy's impersonating me. But because I don't have a TikTok account, they're not going to look at someone impersonating someone else from an outside platform. So I'm just SOL on that. I'm just totally SOL. The seat looks so nice for that. That's a nice looking seat. That's really nice. All right. What else we got? What else we got? Oh, that's the wrong... Oh, no, actually the right piece. I thought it was the wrong piece, but it's the right piece. Here, one of my cats meowing. Wonder what they're up to. Probably no good. That's no good. Dude, I'm so happy my brain is full of OG memes. Like MLG and YouTube poop, that was not brain rot. That was brain nourishment right there. That was some top tier comedy. And if you say otherwise, if you're like, hey, YouTube poop was just as stupid as Skibbity Toilet, well, I got news for you. There wasn't YouTube poop toys in Target. And stay tuned on Skibbity Toilet toys. Stay tuned on that. You don't have to wait for long on that. If you ever get the 2025 Turbo Tank, I'll buy waist capes. I'm not too big on the missing waist capes. Because I don't like how they limit the movement of a minifigure. What I do mind is that they don't print the comma on the side of the legs. If they would at least do that, I'd be fine with it. Because I understand not wanting waist capes because you can't sit your figures down with waist capes. You can't. And I think they look nice, but for actual playability and usability, it hinders it. It's not well done. So I get the omission of those. That's cool. Cool way to build this. All right. Is Fred an annoying orange toys in stores when those are popular? Not like Skibbity Toilet. Not like that. Definitely not. Fred did not have a whole 4-foot section at Target and Walmart. I mean, there were, especially when Fred had a movie and kind of sold out. Not kind of, did sell out. Then yeah, there's merchandise. But dude, it was a different era. Am I missing a piece? I need a tan 1x2 brick with a bar connection slot in it. And I do not see it. Let me guess. Is it under here? It's not under something? Is it under here? Yep. That's how it always goes. I've seen more Skibbity Toilet merch than actual Transformers. I know, right? I modify my V19 Torrent so they don't have stud shooters. Yeah, I get that. I definitely see like the disinterest in stud shooters. I think they're all right, but I do appreciate they make it pretty easy to mod them out. Like they are pretty easy to, remove stud shooters usually. I've seen. I already read that. Fred was a fever dream. Smosh was better back in the day. Yeah, Smosh was. That was like a big internet thing. I never got into Smosh, but it's just different. Like even the memes, like like a lot of people compare the 6-7 meme to E, like the Markiplier E, and they're both in theory the exact same. But dude, 6-7 is everywhere. Like kids were not saying E in school to a point where like teachers knew about it. Like people just didn't start laughing when like people sang the alphabet A B C D E. Like if you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. Like seriously, these kids are brain rotted, and it's so annoying. I'm doing good, Raf Sand. Thank you for asking. I'm doing A-okay. I'm working on the rain carpet, and I need a way for the door to push up. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I think, unfortunately, that's one where a typo has made it lost in translation. You just had to be there for E. I'm so mad that's even a comparison. Yeah, E was not the same. E was not the same. Like, dude, one thing that I can't stand is, like, especially all this Italian brain rot stuff, like, number one, it's AI-generated characters. So, like, there's an AI element to it. But number two, like, it's... Like, I'll just be, like, scrolling through YouTube Shorts, and I think I talked about this before, but you'll see, like, a Roblox live stream where it's just, like, some girl sleeping in the corner who's obviously not real. And then here we're going to bring in Ultra Magnus Bendy Prime. And then you'll see, like, the Roblox character in the background, like, just doing this. And you'll just hear, like, Tung 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 sahur, tung 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 sahur. 6667, more like 7-Eleven. Barabirocini, barabirocini. Like, it's... Like, what am I watching? What is this garbage? I just don't get it, dude. I don't get it. And, like, AI is especially getting very scary because it is threatening the livelihoods of so many people, and it's being used for slop. Like, anti-shout-out for a YouTube channel that I think my brother sent me a video of it, or maybe my YouTube algorithm just cursed me with it. There's this AI channel called The Next Toy Story, where it's just these terrible, like, 20-minute long AI stories of Toy Story, where it's like, Ham gets eaten by a giant Lego snake. And it has a beautiful, like, AI inconsistencies where, like, the snake looks different every shot, and then Woody's voice changes every shot. And it's just so bad. And on top of that, you go down to like the 100 comments it has, and it's all AI comments where it's like uh these AI accounts where they're formatted the exact same, where it's like uh you know, Nico Bellic 69, like that's the name. And uh it'll just be like, the next Toy Story just won the Best Toy Animation Award. And then it's like, the next Toy Story is bringing the magic of Toy Story to life. Oh, that is going to bother me so much. So all those gate marks are on one side except for one. I'm going to have to take this apart. This is the Gunpla builder in me. This is entirely the Gunpla builder in me. I don't even know if I can get this apart. Dude, no! Oh my gosh. Because it's all smooth bricks and they're all like, oh my, dude, I'm done. Unless, is my nail going to save the day? Oh, wait. Oh my gosh, wait. See, look, boom. Worth it to have a nail, dude. So worth it every time. So worth it. All right, so now I have to... This is not worth it, actually. This is not worth it. Oh, I have to use my shirt. So many weirdos doing Clone Wars live action AI. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that either. And I was talking about those, like, Star Wars Tales Untold channels and everything, and how, like, Star Wars Theory reacts to those. Random question, do you got any pets? I do. I have several cats. I love kitty cats. They're my world. He's cooked. No, dude, I got it. We're good. I just need to make sure. Dude, I don't even know if this is visible. This is not even visible in the final set. I'm looking at the box right now. This was the biggest waste of time in my entire life. But I have the satisfaction of knowing that all the gate marks are on the back and they're not on the front. Go me. It's funny that the new Lego Batman game is apparently terribly optimized. What do you mean it's terribly optimized? Because I'm planning on buying that for PC. It better be good. I might have to wait a while to buy it, though, if it needs, like, patched a million times over. But I do plan on getting and playing that game. You're currently recovering. You have trauma from watching the Sora AI videos. Dude, there's so many Sora AI videos. Especially one thing I hate is when they recommend me, like, the top 10 craziest Sora AI trailers, and it's like something terribly racist. Like, come on. So, I was about to say, since when was racism funny? And then it's like, oh yeah, it's... I don't know. I think people took the satire of, like, the Filthy Frank era, because there was a lot of, like, race-related humor in, like, the Filthy Frank edgy era of 2016. There was a lot of that. But it was all satirical and ultimately making fun of people that genuinely held those views. And it wasn't making fun of, like, the race. It was making fun of the people that were racist. And nowadays, it's just pure racism. Like, you go on Instagram, and it's just pure, unfiltered racism. And it's unbelievable. And the fact that, like, kids are seeing this stuff, like, it's harmful. It's super harmful. I'm very passionate about the next generation. I'm very passionate about it. If I don't discuss my personal life very much, but, like, if you knew what I did outside of YouTube, you would understand. I'm very passionate about the next generation. And the internet's ruining them, dude. It's bad. Social media is bad for these kids. It's rough. Oh, dude, something's got to give. I had some hope when they were thinking about banning TikTok, because I thought that would genuinely help society a little bit. And I understand he makes YouTube shorts and he hates TikTok. I've already gone over that. They're different, trust me. And that didn't last. What do you think about the 2025 Camino training facility? The GWP, I'd like to get that someday, but I'm not worried about it. I'm really not. So you're a Lego guy now instead of a monster and robot guy? Well, I've never been a monster guy. I used to be a Lego guy. I'm just not a Lego guy anymore. I'm a clone trooper guy, and these are Lego clone troopers, so. But I like building some Lego every once in a while. It's good live stream activity. And this ARC 170 is turning out super nice. And again, I really appreciate modern Lego build philosophy because this is dense. I broke my old one because I held it like this, and the front snapped, like the red plastic literally snapped and broke. Look at that. I can wield this like a club. This is not going anywhere. I've never used Instagram that much because I either use Facebook or YouTube. I don't even use Facebook anymore. I apologize if there's any Facebook messages that people have maybe sent me throughout the years onto my Facebook, but I just don't use Facebook anymore. So I think eventually here soon I need to log back on and reply to some messages from fans, but I just don't use it. I don't use Facebook. The only reason I use Facebook is to, and even then, like Facebook itself, I don't use. I just have the Messenger app because I get sent pictures like from family members. That's the only reason why. All right, so I need to factor in that this sticker was not cut fully symmetrically. All right, there we go. That's clean. That's clean. There's a tiny gap at the edge. I was hoping to avoid a gap. I was hoping to avoid it because I wanted it to perfectly line up with this gray tile. But you know what? I think that lines up good enough. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, Facebook's bizarre. And that's even worse. That's even worse for like breeding AI and everything. Because there's so many boomers on Facebook, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I love my mom with all my heart. Your mom's your best friend. A wise man told me that. Your mom's your best friend. And I'm so glad that my mom does not have a Facebook. I'm so glad. So glad. Because she would be, oh my gosh. She would be in the thick of it. With all the AI and the weird like Facebook sharing and the drama and all the nonsense. And she just does not need that in her life. I know dark red was up there with the reddish brown, and I think a certain type of blue. Yeah, I don't think I've experienced a blue color giving out, but I've definitely had some reddish brown and some dark red give out on me throughout the years. I got the 3 1/4 inch Bantha ARC 170 and a large. Oh, there's the word Octupara droid for $90 complete. That's solid. That's solid, dude. I think a fan gave me the Octupara droid. I think so. And I feel so bad because, like, I forget who sends me stuff. I genuinely do. Like, shout out again to the super chats we got. He was asking, like, hey, do you still have the vintage 88 that I sent you? And I forgot that was a P.O. Box thing, honestly. I forgot. I thought that was something I bought on my own. All right, so we have... Oh, that's cool. So these form like they're little skates. And they form the details inside the engine of the ARC 170. Just gotta make sure I have it lined up right. There we go. I used to purposely bend Lego bricks. That's cool. It's a good hobby. Hello there, General Kenobi. You are aboard one. Oh no. Oh no, I missed a piece, guys. I missed a piece. What am I? Oh yeah, I see where I missed it. I see where I missed it. I missed it here. I missed it here. I can put it in. I can do this. Dude, that's skill right there. You don't have that kind of skill. You don't... Oh, okay, maybe it's not skill. I thought I was being skilled, but no, I have no skill. There we go. All right. You see that fills the gap right in there. All right, so last thing we have to do for this bag is our last window. I did see the Motu trailer. I talked about it a little bit earlier in the stream. I think it's a little too soon to tell if that's going to be a good movie or not. I'm leaning on it's going to be okay. That's what I'm leaning on. I don't think it's going to bring Motu into the forefront of pop culture. I think Motu is a brand that's pretty much like stuck in the 80s. And I think Mattel is desperately trying to make it popular again. And I just don't know if it's going to happen for them or not. All right, we're a little crooked. We're a little crooked. Let's peel it. Oh my gosh. I probably shouldn't have peeled it. It's probably going to leave residue. Oh no. Ah. The worst stickers of all time. Clear backed stickers on clear Lego pieces. Lego, what are you thinking? What are you thinking, Lego? Oh, I didn't leave too bad of a residue. Left a little bit. That's probably the best one I've done. Oh, geez. Oh, I hate these stickers. And every time I take it off camera, I'm using my shirt to like wipe the inside so there's no fingerprints on the inside of the window. All right, we're almost done. We still have the wings to do. Yeah, I feel like clear stuff like this should be printed. Definitely. I don't think there's any excuse, especially for them increasing the price. There's no excuse for them to use clear stickers for a set like this. Those should have been prints. Any other company, even like unofficial brick companies, would use prints. I like that the Motu trailer has the toy line in universe. Yeah, that was cool. Was it like Big Jim that was in the trailer? All right, last sticker. Oh, there's a printed brick. There's a printed piece right there. That's a print. I can't even tell what that's used on. All right, come on. We have this piece still stuck in the bag. All right, 2 hours and 17 minutes in. I'll probably end the stream at around the 3-hour mark. I have 37% battery life. I'll make it. I'll make it. Have you had no gold plastic TFs crumble to bits? Oh, believe me, I have. Protoform Starscream from the 07 movie. The General Grievous wheel bike. I think those are my main two that have suffered from GPS. I think. I can't think of any others off the bat. How many cracked minifigs you have? I've got a decent amount. It just happens over time because Lego plastic isn't made to deal with the stress of being connected too well, which is funny because Lego is designed to have the slightest bit of difference in shape and size for it to have clutch power. And unfortunately for some bricks, that does result in them like cracking. Ugh. There we go. All right, last bag. Not too many pieces here. It's just the wings. So hopefully we can be done with this pretty fast. But we got to build the minifigs. What are we talking about? -5s, minus Rex. Who's your favorite clone character? I wonder. I wonder. Maybe look at my username and my profile picture. That might give you an idea. It's Sergeant Slick. That's my favorite. Sergeant Slick. I love him. He's the best. What other Lego builds do you have? I've got a lot. Obviously, I have the ATTE with Commander Cody. I never did a video on that. I'll show them off in my updated clone collection. Here's Captain Jag. That looks really good. Look at the print on that helmet. I know they did Jag in the original 2010 ARC 170. Like the first time they actually made proper ARC pilots. But these pilots look cool, dude. These are really nice minifigs. I love clone pilots. I would love for Hot Toys to make a Revenge of the Sith clone pilot. Cody was just a clone. We're just clones, sir. We're expendable. Not to me. We all love Plo Koon, don't we? Alright, then here's our standard pilot. Here's our standard unnamed clone pilot. Here we go. Love the red and yellow. These are really good minifigs, dude. I cannot stress enough. These are really nice. I really like those. As a genuine clone enthusiast, like the leg printing, oh my gosh. Those are good. Those are really good. Those are the best clone pilots ever, for sure. I talked about the Smart Brick a bit earlier. It's literally just the Phantom Menace Comtech chip that Hasbro did 27 years ago. Just Lego's doing it now. I mean, it's literally what it is. It's the Comtech chip. And, I mean, it's cool, I guess. It's something new and different, but I think Star Wars is not the right theme to use it on. Because I think RR Slugger, he's actually one of my more favorite Lego YouTubers. I tune in to him every once in a while. He was talking about the Smart Brick, and he was talking about how the Star Wars fandom, like with the Lego Star Wars fans and how they are, like, dude, if they're going to be stressing out about helmet holes, they are not the right theme to give the Smart Brick to. Because they are just not happy with anything, I guess. I don't know. But I know Lego Star Wars fans really desperately want their figures to be super accurate and really faithful to character designs when we're working with Lego here. And I mean, Dengar used to have a ninja mask and everyone was okay with it. Like, Lego has never strived for accuracy like that. They've always tried to make something with the resources they have. And sometimes that means that minifigs aren't going to be 100% accurate and they're going to have to improvise things. And that's A-okay. You know, that's perfectly fine. I still love Lego for what it is. Minifigs are alright except for Fox. See, there we go. There's another one where, like, people are upset about the minifig. Now, honestly, I kind of get that one because that was just incompetency other than, like, you know, cost cutting. Because they just absolutely, like, they don't know how to print opaque white, and they also didn't, like, get the right pattern of red on the chest. So that one I kind of get. I still wouldn't call it a bad minifig. Alright, let's get this sticker. So many stickers. That one's a little crooked. Alright, I pushed it. We're good. I pushed it. Because right when you lay a Lego sticker, you have a brief opportunity to push it in the right direction. So, go me. Alright, and this is a bottom wing for down here. And it goes right here. So we can already see, where's the activator? Oh yeah, it's these. That's going to be so cool. Oh my gosh. So much better than the rubber bands of the original one. So much better. I preferred the look for Dengar as a kid. Absolutely. I loved that. I have that OG Dengar minifig. I love weird Lego where they use, like, the wrong piece. Like, I love the Stormtrooper helmet AT-AT driver and the Stormtrooper helmet TIE Fighter pilots. I love those. But they gave those, like, new helmets now. What other, like, weird improvised minifig did I really enjoy? Dengar obviously is a really good one. What other improvised minifigs can you guys think of where, like, they didn't give a character an original mold until later? So I'm drawing a blank. I am drawing a blank. I will go see the Mando and Grogu movie. I will go see that. I can't say I'm especially excited, but I'll go see it. All right. All right. There we go. Probably could have lined that up where the white's more on the thing. I think that was the intention, but that's okay. Yeah, IG-88 was just like tubes and studs. I loved that. Endo? Who's Endo? I love the OG Tusken Raiders. I love the OG Squidward. Like, I'm such a sucker for stuff like that. Where it's just like ugly. The Maul show's looking good so far. I don't remove stud shooters. They don't bother me that much. Because at the end of the day, they're still Legos, still toys, and I like them for being toys. Do I ever shoot the studs? No, but they're there, and I'm okay with them. All right. We're making progress, guys. This may be a sensitive topic, but are you a fan of Scrappy-Doo? Let me at him! Let me at him! Who is not a fan of Scrappy-Doo? Oh my gosh. Scrappy-Doo's the best. We all love Scrappy-Doo. I remember watching the Scrappy-Doo, Scooby-Doo episodes when I was a kid. Because I had a blessed childhood where I watched a lot of Boomerang. Watched a lot of those old cartoons. And I never found Scrappy-Doo offensive. But I can't say I was particularly ever a fan of him. Let's put it that way. Can't say I was a fan of Scrappy, but he never offended me. I don't think he was ever that bad. I kind of get Lego because they're for kids. Yeah, I think I really do enjoy the creativity and imaginativity of Lego. That's not a word, but it is now. But I do also acknowledge that Lego is literally an art form. Seriously, Lego is an art form. Lego is no different than clay, no different than wood carving, 3D modeling. Like, Lego is art. It totally is, 100%. And I think a lot of like the big expensive sets treat it more like this is an art piece rather than this is a toy for kids. And I get that. I get that. Why don't they just let me at him? I don't understand Scrappy-Doo's design. I mean, he's ugly. Do you know about Sound Out 12? I do not. I do not. I know about Sound In 11. Anyways. Funny joke. I like making my custom figures using pipe cleaners or ball and socket joints. I've seen a lot of... I know you're talking about making those, and I would love to see what you make. But I know what I did when I was a kid. I never used pipe cleaners. I used tinfoil to make figures. That's what I used. I used tinfoil, and I loved doing it. I loved making tinfoil figures. All right, appreciate that. A little bit of stability on this wing. All right, can we stand it up? Nice. All right, except I gotta move it. All right, we're almost done with one wing. I feel like it's kind of deceiving how many parts are actually on this table, because there's actually a lot of pieces for these wings. There's a lot of pieces. I like the old style of Lego more. Darth Vader's helmet wasn't designed for limitation. It was designed for the Lego style. Yeah, I'm definitely in the camp of I like older minifigs. Like, I like the original clones with the holes in the helmets, like for the visors. The original Darth Vader, Boba Fett helmets, original Stormtrooper helmet. Even though I don't find the new Stormtrooper helmet nearly as offensive as other people do. I know some people absolutely hate it, but I'm not that against it. What's your favorite Lego Batman set? Oh my gosh. I'm actually not too big into the Lego Batman sets. I like the minifigs more. But set-wise, I do have the big Batcave Shadow Box. That's one I really love, so I'll probably just go with that one. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Oh. I'll just go with the Shadow Box. That's a really cool one. But ultimately, I've always wanted, like, a proper Batcave set. And even though that does, like, partially satisfy me, like, I've always wanted, like, the original 2000, what was it, 6 Batcave. Always wanted that. How do you get the magazine? Please tell me. What are you talking about, magazine? What magazine are we talking about? Oh, have you seen the Lego Star Wars magazines from Europe that come with minifig poly bags? I see those sometimes at, like, I have a few bricks and minifig stores in my location, in my area, and I've popped into those every once in a while, and they have those European bags. They're cool. I don't think they've ever done. Now, granted, when I think they did a 212th one, so I probably would have been all over that to just army build, but I don't think they've ever done anything exclusive or particularly super interesting. All right, this ARC 170 is getting a little big now. I remember a YouTube video from a long deleted channel said that he didn't have a Kenner Han Solo and Carbonite. He used tinfoil to make Han Solo and Carbonite. I can believe that. I can believe that. Yo, we got Dr. Lockdown in the live stream. What's up, Dr. Lockdown? What's up? What's up, dude? I'm excited for the thingy whenever that gets ready. The thingy, the thingamabob, the doohickey, the whatchamacallit. I think you teased it. Yeah, you teased it, so it's not a secret. the big, like, legacy review. I'm excited for that. They did a 212th. I got 2 of them. Yeah, I would buy like 20 of them if I had access. So I probably shouldn't have access. Normuck. Is that I was trying to think of, like, the name of the Bionicle language, but just the phrase Normuck reminds me of, like, something from, like, a Bionicle name. What's up, cool kids? What's up, collecting Star Wars? What's up? Go 4th and be awesome. I don't want to go 4th. I want to go 5th. Anyways. Do you have, like, any 2020 Found Your First Battle Packs? Yeah, I've got a few of those. I got a few Found Your First Battle Packs. I'm not one of those psychos that bought, like, 1,000,000 of them. It's unfair to call them psychos, because that's what they want to spend their money on. But it's just a little too much for me, shall we say. A little extreme. I just realized do we have a whole other bag? Or is it just all this? No, this is this. We still have 3 other wings to build. This is taking forever. Oh my gosh. I want to go 6, like Order 66. Oh yeah, let's go. Dude, I feel like I keep missing the good numbers when I've been ordering food. Like, I think the last thing I ordered was, like, from Charlie's, like the like, Philly cheesesteak place. And I think it was Order 71. I was like, oh, geez, I just missed the 60s. There's so many funny numbers in the 60s. Nice. Nice. I'll take it. Order 67. Oh, you mean Order 6? Yeah, anyways. Thoughts on Smiling Friends? Dude, I need to watch more of that show. When I was in Chicago, Dumb Jake and I watched a lot of Smiling Friends in the hotel room. And it was so funny. I mean, I've seen some of it, but I've never, like, sat down and watched it. I'm typically not a big fan of, like, adult animated comedy, but Smiling Friends that's good stuff. Smiling Friends is good stuff. I still remember what you did to Ratchet. What'd I do to Ratchet? And Yokotron? What'd I do to them? I don't even remember who Yokotron is. Who's Yokotron? Who are you talking about? Are you talking to Dr. Lockdown? I'm so confused. I've been confused. In and Out over here had to remove Order 67 for reasons. That's crazy. They just straight up removed it. It's sad. I don't have In and Out in my area. In good old Cincinnati, Ohio, there's no In and Outs. Okay, you're talking to Dr. Lockdown. Okay. I was starting to become very confused. All right, we are building this wing right here, guys. We're making it happen. We're almost there. What's your favorite clone legion in Star Wars? I mean, make an educated guess. Make an educated guess for me, and let me know what you think. Make an educated guess. I have watched Spaceballs. It's been a long time since I've watched it, but that's good stuff. I keep forgetting they're making a sequel. I doubt it's going to be good. 6-7 feels like the lame evolution of Chicken Jockey. Chicken Jockey was kind of funny, though, except the whole part of, like, trashing movie theaters. I didn't find that funny. But just how Jack Black says Chicken Jockey, like, it's funny. How long have you been live? For 2 hours, 36 minutes, and 16 seconds. We are almost done with our Arc 170 Starfighter. We are almost at completion. What do you think about the 332nd? I'm not big on the 332nd, honestly. I'm not big on them. I like the 327th. Go up 5. Love the 327th. Was there hair? Get the hair out of there. All right. Nope, it's not gone. Get the hair out. All right. Another sticker. Another sticker. Another sticker. There we go. I'll take it. I'll take it. What's a franchise you want to get into more in the future? I don't know. I feel like I don't have any real estate left for new franchises. How about you guys tell me? I did this in a live stream a bit ago, but I'm willing to do it again. You guys give me recommendations for franchises I should get into, and I will tell you if there is an interest there or not. How about that? Because I did that a while ago where people were asking me if I was into stuff. I've already voiced that I'm not into Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon, so don't ask those. I already did that in this live stream. Dude, I got the OG TVC 500 for Skinny Clone. Yeah, I've never been... I liked the Skinny Clone mold with Phase 1 troopers, but not the Phase 2s. The Phase 2s were way too big. Franchise interest, play Xenoblade. I feel like I've heard of Xenoblade, but I have no idea what it's about. I'm not a big gamer nowadays, so I don't know if I would ever find the time to do that, but I'll keep it in the back of my head. The new Wicked movies? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I've never been a musical fan, and I love the original Wizard of Oz, actually. That is a musical I do enjoy. But it's just a classic, you know? Any kid with a self-respecting childhood watched that movie. But definitely not Wicked. Hunger Games, I saw the first. I saw the first movie when that was new. I liked it, but I don't think I would ever... I think that's something I would want to finish the movie someday. I think that's one thing you got me on. I want to see the rest of the movies on that. Super Mario, nah, I'm a Sonic kid. I've never played anything Nintendo in my entire life. I've never owned a Nintendo console. I've never played a Nintendo game. I've never touched a Nintendo. Nintendo fans are a whole other breed, dude. Kamen Rider or Ultraman? Are you trying to get me into Tokusatsu like how Dumb Jake is into Tokusatsu now? I don't think it's for me, dude. Even when I was a kid, I thought the Power Rangers shows were cringe. Even when I was a kid. So I think as an adult, I think it's just a brand of goofiness that I just cannot get invested in. I might try it though. I might try it because I've heard Kamen Rider gets a little bit more like serious and in depth than like Super Sentai sometimes. So I might give it a go. If there's like a Kamen Rider movie, I can more easily digest a movie than a whole show. So if there's like a movie or a special that I could easily jump into as a first impression, then I'd consider that. Uh, Halo, I've played a little bit of Halo. I'm just not an FPS guy. I just don't like first person shooters. I just don't enjoy the medium that it's presented in. Like Fallout. I don't like the Fallout games, but I love the Fallout show. You know, I just realized I forgot a piece on the other wing by looking at the instructions on this wing. Um, I watched Muppets Wizard of Oz instead. Does that count? Sure, that counts. That counts. You had no childhood. I'm so sorry. Wait, if you like sci-fi, The Expanse, I do not like sci-fi at all. Star Wars is not sci-fi. It's space action fantasy. Sci-fi bores me to death. Um, Doors and Corners. That's how they get you. I've been playing the first Subnautica game again. That game I have heard a lot of cool, interesting things about, and I'm someone who enjoys like the whole idea of like deep sea exploration. I think that's something I could maybe one day get into. Uh, Ruby, no, no, nah. I'm not. I'm not. Nah, nah. I'm just gonna say nah on that one. Watch Bluey. I do see a lot of Bluey actually. I've got some young ones in my family in my life, and they are Bluey fans. And Bluey's good. Bluey's good stuff. It's funny. It's a funny show. Um, Shin Kamen Rider and Shin Ultraman. So you got to add Shin to it. Got to add Shin. Shin Matsunaga. Edge of Tomorrow. You mean all you need is kill? I don't know what those are. I've never even heard of those. There's so much stuff I haven't even heard of. I like Power Rangers. You calling me cringe? No, I'm just, dude. There's some things that dude. I almost had to be held back in kindergarten because I refused to dance to the Wiggles because I thought it was cringe for babies. Seriously. First girlfriend on the first grade playground, we broke up because I refused to play a Disney Princess board game with her. I've just there's been some things my brain just won't allow me to get into. Anyone remember Black Dynamite? I feel like I've heard of that. If Star Wars isn't sci-fi, then why does it have lasers and robots? Because there's lasers and robots. See, so this is the thing. Sci-fi would go into the details of how the lasers work and how the robots work. And you can look into that. You can read visual dictionaries. You can look on Wikipedia. The information is there, but they do not present it in the media, in the direct first-hand media. And that is not what the story's about. It's not about the science. That's the thing. Science fiction. It's about the fantasy. It's about the adventure. You could literally take all of Star Wars and put it in like a fantasy setting instead, where like it is true wizards and knights instead of stormtroopers and everything, and the story would work 100% the same. 100%. What's your favorite clone trooper you have? All my Hot Toys clone troopers. Specifically, one of my favorites is the Shock Trooper, but obviously Cody. Yeah, Star Wars is space fantasy, exactly. It's not sci-fi. I don't understand how people behind Bluey find these children voice actors with basically perfect comedic timing. They just do. Are the Bluey voice actors actually kids? Because usually it's just like people that sound like kids. Would you like Star Trek or Doctor Who? I saw some Star Trek Next Generation, and it's cool, but it's super boring. If I ever really need to put a show on to fall asleep, I will put on Star Trek Next Generation. Doctor Who is cringe to me. It's cringe. A high school sweetheart was really into it, and I started watching it because of her, and I couldn't get through it after a while. I clocked out. I do enjoy Lord of the Rings. I enjoy it. And I really enjoy the original Toy Biz action figures, but I would not say I'm like a fan. Like, I'm not dressing up and going to the Shire or whatever. I'm not I'm not invested in the lore. I've never read the books. I just enjoy the movies. And I've not seen The Hobbit yet either. Emphasis on yet. I do want to watch those eventually, even though I've heard they're mid at best. But I do want to watch those eventually. What GTA do you prefer, Vice City or San Andreas? The only GTA I've ever played was 5. I'm sorry. I'm not a GTA guy. I wasn't allowed to play it when I was a kid, and for a good reason. I don't like Red on Clone Troopers for some reason. I love Red on Clone Troopers. Some like Fox is my favorite. Like Clone Wars '08 character. Fordo is my second favorite clone ever. I love the Shock Troopers. I do like Harry Potter. Would you watch any MonsterVerse movies? Maybe someday, but I'm just not invested in monsters. Star Trek or Star Wars? Oh, I wonder. I wonder what my favorite of the two is. But I think as shows, they're not comparable. They're not. Like, they are both totally different experiences. I remember my high school girlfriend was super into very niche anime, and I never got into that, save for some Studio Ghibli. Oh, wait, I forgot about Fordo. Yeah, Fordo's good. Fordo's the best. I love that trolling poll I did recently, where it was like a vote instead of a poll. Because Fordo is objectively the most badass clone trooper. I'm sorry, he is. That is just a fact. Why did the Emperor want Luke to strike him down with his lightsaber? To tempt him to the dark side, because the Sith get off on that stuff, dude. They would die happy knowing that they made somebody fall to the dark side and continue the dark side. But some of them are really selfish, and they would not want that to happen. So, I don't know. I feel like he wanted to tempt him, but like Palpatine, like as soon as Luke would have tried to strike him down, he would have just like shocked him with lightning. Like he wouldn't have actually let him kill him. Okay, it worked. Time to cuddle doggos. Catch you later. Thanks for stopping in, Dr. Lockdown. Thanks for stopping in, dude. Thanks for the recommendations as well. I've seen some Studio Ghibli. It's peak stuff. It's peak anime. Did you know the Rockstar headquarters building got blown up and we're never going to get GTA 6? That's fake news. Don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that. Nuh-uh. What do you think about Thorn's Last Stand? I mean, it's awesome. Of course. Do you like any Beast Machines toys? Yeah. I love the Vions. Especially Tankor. That's one of my favorite Transformers figures, period, I think. Alright, I gotta put this sticker on. Last sticker. Nailed it. And guys, that's it. We have built our ARC 170. ARC 170 achieved. I just gotta take... Oh my gosh, stuff that in there. I just gotta put the missiles in. Put this wing on. I think I quickly said it. I do like Harry Potter. I've only read up to the 4th book, and I've only watched up to the 6th movie. But I do like Harry Potter. I wouldn't say I'm a hardcore fan again, but I do like it. Do you know Return of the Jedi was planned to be called Revenge of the Jedi? I do. I do. Do you watch M&R Productions? Absolutely not. I'm not that into... My favorite Lego creators, and again, I don't really watch a lot of Lego YouTube. I really like Ryan Seville. I just love his vibe. Very, very upbeat, cheery guy. Very Pixel Dan coded. And I love Pixel Dan. I also like RR Slugger. He's just... I don't know. I love the retro Lego. I love that. Are you caught up on Transformers Cyberworld? I'm behind on 2 episodes, but the episodes are so short, like, who cares? I'll watch them. I'm gonna get a knockoff 2013 gunship. At this point, dude, that's the only way to get one. Oh, I do watch Jang Bricks, too. I don't watch a lot of his reviews, but I still am subscribed to his main channel to, like, kind of get a little bit of Lego news, because I, like, still, like, keeping an eye on Lego as a hobby, but I'm not invested in it, shall we say. What do you look forward to at Toy Fair? I want to see more McFarlane Toys reveals. Hopefully, he shows off some of the last stuff we're getting from DC Multiverse. Ooh, I just popped the head off this Astromech droid and it fell. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Because I needed to pop it off and turn it in the right direction. There it is. I got it. I want to see what this year's Titan is going to be. I don't know if we'll see that at Toy Fair. I don't know what else we might see. I could go to Toy Fair for free if I wanted to. I've got enough subscribers. I could get a press pass, but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't think I watched Solid Bricks. I don't think I know that one. Hey, did you get the Vintage Collection Acolyte Stranger? I did. I haven't opened it yet, but it looks good. Who's better, Triptychon or Metroplex? I like Triptychon more. He's a massive, like, Godzilla robot. Predictions for... Oh, that's what I want to see at Toy Fair. I want to see Nexus and Liege Maximo. Predictions for Nexus Prime. I can see him kind of being like a Power Core combiner. But instead of, like, automorphing vehicles, it's like these smaller little sub-vehicles that just turn into the limbs. R2-D2 or BB-8? R2, of course. Do you like Stranger Things? Absolutely not. I'm not into that whole 80s nostalgia bait. I'm not. I wasn't around in the 80s. I have no nostalgia for the 80s. It's like, why would I care? And I heard the last season's really bad. So any show that I know has a really bad ending, I don't even want to start it. So, like, Game of Thrones, I was about to start that, and then the show ended, and the ending was terrible. So it's like, fine, I'll just never watch it. Because I really enjoy nice, conclusive endings to things. I'm kind of surprised we haven't gotten a new Titan Class G1 Metroplex. I think it's going to happen eventually. I did not watch Acolyte. How about the Fallout series? The Fallout series is really good. I just watched the most recent episode before this live stream. I'll stay on the live stream for like 8 more minutes, and then at the 3-hour mark, I'll head off. So if anyone has any last questions, feel free. Because I feel my stomach bubbling. I got to go to the bathroom. Thoughts on the He-Man movie? A lot of people have been asking about that. I think it's too soon to tell. I think my prediction is it's going to be okay. It's going to be an okay movie. Nobody watch Acolyte. Nobody watch it! I mean, I'm sure it's not the worst thing ever, but I just don't have an interest. Namaste from India. Oh, wow. Thanks for watching all the way from India. What's your favorite food? So, I think it's easier to say, like, the food that I could eat every single day. Like, not the only food I would eat my whole life, but I could eat a nice peanut butter jelly sandwich every single day. My favorite snack are Chester's hot fries. Love those. Like, my favorite food overall right now, I would say, is a really nice, good, meaty, cheesy burrito. That's my favorite food at the moment. Did you eat Taco Bell today? I did not. What did I have today that's making my tummy rumble? Oh, no, that's what it was. I had ice cream. I'm mildly lactose intolerant. I'm done, dude. I'm done. Is the it your heyday? Yes, wow, what go? That's not English. Thoughts on that soccer ball Optimus Prime? I'm going to get it. I don't care about soccer at all, but I'm going to get it. I don't care. Legacy or OG RID Strong Arm? Legacy for sure. I did an old versus new on that. The Legacy Strong Arms was one of my favorite figures of the year when that came out. The last season of Stranger Things used Wii Sports sound effects and an iPhone alarm. That's crazy. Do you think Mando and Grogu movie will not have a good movie plot? I think that movie will be okay. I think it'll be on the same level as like Solo. Do you have any Harry Potter games? No, I don't have any games for Harry Potter. Will you grab the $10 Mando speeder soon? I won't grab it at all. I don't need it. I've got a Lego Mandalorian. I don't need a $10 speeder. But it's a really good set for kids, though, that don't have it. Acolyte had interesting concepts of critiquing Jedi. The problem is the people that are critiquing the Jedi are siding and working with the Sith, who are the most evil people in the galaxy. I mean, but you gotta think, like, you know, think it's, of course they're gonna be critiquing the Jedi, but see, a lot of people are very critical of others without having the introspective to look at themselves and their own flaws. So, like, that tracks for the Sith. Do you have the Robot Master Optimus? I don't. That's one that it's, again, you're saying it right there, expensive and rare. That's just one I don't have. Legacy or Age of the Primes? So far for me, Age of the Primes, because I'm loving that we're getting the 13 Primes. I'm loving those so much. The Speeder is a good build for starters. Definitely, it's a nice little $10 set. Personally, I don't like the Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, I really liked it when it came out, when I saw it in theaters, but I think that was the movie theater effect, where like you're sitting in the seat, you're doing nothing but watching the movie, and you're immersed in all the big speakers and the massive screen, and then once you like watch it later, you're like, oh, this is kind of stupid. It makes no sense. uh, it really sucks. Hasbro killed Epic Hero. Yeah, Hasbro just they've lost the plot. The Mando and Grogu movie, waving Rhoda the Hutt is forcing me to. Yeah, I think it's cool that Rhoda the Hutt's in it. The Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker. I prefer Rise of Skywalker. Last Jedi is. I have some friends that are fans of that movie, like over at like Sith Lord 229 and his like live streams he does. Steve, Dan, oh my gosh, why am I blanking? I know him. Because see, I haven't known him my whole life, like my whole YouTube life, like I have Steve and Dan. RoboCliff collects, like they're Last Jedi fans. I am not. I am not. Uh, what's your favorite mutant toy from Toy Story? Babyface, easily. Dude, I need to. Oh, I've thought about making a video on it. I got the Disney figurine set of all those mutant toys, especially since a lot of people uh, jumped on my channel for my Toy Story video. I think I need to do a video on that. Do you think Finn not being a Stormy turned into a Jedi was a huge missed opportunity? 100%. Finn should have been the lead character. He was very intriguing. And John Boyega did a great job acting. I mean, Rey was still a good character, but I don't know. I think she just wasn't established enough, and she was just a very poorly written character. Will you watch Toy Story 5 if it's met or good? I'll probably watch it regardless, because Toy Story is something that is very near and dear with my family. And I mean, that seems like a good movie to like go to a theater and like go with my mom or something. I think my mom would like watching that, so that sounds like a good idea. Hunt for Ben Solo, would you be down? Uh, I I wasn't that like one of the rumored movies? I don't even know how they would do that because he died. He died straight up. I recently rewatched Small Soldier. Haven't watched it in a long time. Uh, oh yeah, the Barbie transformation scene is terrifying, but I love Small Soldiers. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. That's in my top 5, easy. What are my top 5 movies? I'm starting a tangent. Revenge of the Sith is my all-time favorite movie. The '07 Transformers movies definitely has to be there, one of my favorites. Small Soldiers for sure. What else? What else? Oh, Batman movies. There's too many good ones. Probably '89. I think the '89 Batman movie is my favorite Batman movie, but I also have to, if I'm only including like one Star Wars movie and one Transformers movie, like if I have to limit myself with that, I still think with Transformers the '07 is my favorite. Uh, my personal favorite, but I think 1 is the best. I think TF1 is the best. Um, should you watch the sequels? I mean, it's not going to kill you, but they're not great. Uh, All right, what else? Star Wars, the only one, my representative there is Revenge of the Sith. '07 Transformers movie. I love 86 and I love TF1, but it's literally like, here's my love for '07 and like, here's my love for those other ones. Like, it's right up there. So those are three. What else? Oh, no, four, because '89, the '89 Batman movie. Oh, what would be my other favorite movie? Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think of like non-nerdy movies. I really love No Country for Old Men. I watched that for the first time last year, and I can't believe I missed out on that. I love No Country for Old Men. That's such a good movie. Um, right now, maybe that. Oh, geez, what else? What other movies? What was your favorite gunpla that I've built? I mean, the first one that pops in my mind is the high grade Origin Zaku. I just love that mold so much. Um, what's the worst in the original trilogy? Return of the Jedi, but it's still really good. What would be my last favorite movie? I'm literally like thinking about. Oh, I love the first Predator movie. I love Terminator 2. I love RoboCop. Crap. This is tough. This is really tough. What would be? Yeah, I don't hate on Return of the Jedi at all. It's just, it's not the best. It's just not the best one. But it's, still a really good movie. Oh my gosh. I don't know why looking around in this room would help me out. It's all just robots. I do not like horror movies. I'm not a horror guy. Not that I'm scared of them. They're corny and they don't scare me. And I'm not a fan of like gore and all that. I'm not a gore guy. I like skeletons. I think skeletons are cool and fun, but gore and all that, like blood and guts and dismemberment to a extreme disgusting extent. No. No, I'm good on that, thank you. Oh, what other movies? Oh, you know what? I think I know. I think I know. So my top five favorite movies: Return of the Jedi, not Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith. You guys tricked me. We were talking about Return of the Jedi. Revenge of the Sith, Transformers 2007, the '89 Batman movie, Small Soldiers, and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I love Last Crusade. I love that movie so much. And I think my top five movies are like the movies that when I watch it, it makes my soul smile. Like those are my top five. Yeah, I don't like first person shooters. I'm not really into them. But are you talking about the RoboCop game? If you what was your previous comment, Voldemort? I'm looking up because I don't know what you're talking about first person shooters. You're talking about Dead Space. I don't know if I'd play that one. Uh, but I did get the RoboCop Rogue City game that's on my Steam library. I just have never downloaded it. I either pick Return of the Jedi or Revenge of the Sith. Those are solid. Um, it's been so long since I've seen Starship Troopers. It's one of those movies where it's been so long since I've seen it, I might as well have not even seen it. Like I don't remember barely any of it. The only thing I remember is the meme. Like I'm doing my part. That's all I remember. I have not seen the second or third Avatars. Do you have a favorite Transformers A level Studio Series figure? Because I mean, the only A levels they've done so far, I think they started that with TF1 Optimus and Studio Series B. Uh, so far, probably the Studio Series 86 Bumblebee. I really like that Bumblebee. It's literally a mini masterpiece. It is a literal. It's the masterpiece figure miniaturized. I will never play Helldivers. I do not like multiplayer games. I do not like playing video games with strangers and other people. I just do not like it. Video games for me are a very like independent, immersive experience. I don't like. It's either very immersive or it's just like a quick like I want to stimulate myself. I'm gonna boot up Battlefront 2, Mos Eisley Conquest, Galactic Civil War, be a shock trooper, go around to get like 70 kills on elite mode and then no deaths. Call it a day. Yes, I did have to kind of flex on how good I am at Battlefront. What's your top 5 Harry Potter characters? I'm interested in the Devastation Bee. I definitely will get it. I want to check it out. Favorite Marvel animated series? I wouldn't know. I've never seen one. What's your top 5 Harry Potter characters? Snape is my number 1. Love Snape. I also really like that Snape guy. And I really like Severus Snape. And Snape. Okay, realistically. Snape. I was going to say Dobby. But then I remembered like all this terrible, gross AI Dobby videos. And I can't say Dobby after that. I like Lucius Malfoy a lot for some reason. I think he's cool. Who else? Dumbledore, I guess. I don't think I'm big on any of the kids. I do like Cedric Diggory, I guess. I like him, I guess. Sirius Black, he's cool. Who's gonna be my last one? Who's gonna be my last one? Remus Lupin. I like the Marauders. I like them a lot. LOL at Snape. Dude, Snape is my favorite. I love Snape. PS1 Snape. Dude, I love that original Lego Snape minifig. I've got 2 of it with the glow-in-the-dark head. That minifig is elite. I've seen some Smiling Friends. I like it a lot. It's funny. Is there a stand or hair near Arc 170? Oh, it's a hair. I wonder how long it's been there. Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah, this is a cool set. I like it. I love how you guys just now noticed the hair. That's wild. All right. Any last questions before I sign off? I'll go for a few more minutes. What's your dream car? My dream car, believe it or not, is a really nice big RV. Nice big camper van or whatever. I'd love like one of those luxury ones that like expands and has like really nice spacious interior. What do you think about the animated Clone Wars or Clone series? Which one, the old one or the new one? My favorite Star Wars TV series, and this kind of answers the question, is the 03 Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars. Like that is, I was there for that when it came out. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like Megamind? Dude, it's one of my favorite DreamWorks movies. I would say it's like an 8. It's not Shrek. It's not Shrek level, but Megamind is solid, dude. Legacy Tarn's really good. What do you mean how it aged? It just came out like 2 years ago. What do you mean how it aged? Did you saw Alien Resurrection? I did not. I've only seen the AVP movies and Alien and Aliens. Those are the only Alien movies I've seen. Search up Megameth. I'm not searching that up. I will regret it. I don't remember how much this set was. I think it was like $60 or $70. I didn't pay that much for it. But it's a cool set. You got the Arc 170 for $100. Hopefully not American dollars. Dude, I've been disconnected from TF collecting for a hot minute. Yeah, I have not. I am so connected. Sometimes I wish I wasn't as connected as I was. Because I buy way too much of it. You watch Aliens even though you're not into horror? Well, like, just because I'm not into it as a whole genre doesn't mean that I haven't seen horror movies and haven't enjoyed some. But see, Aliens is an action movie. Alien is a horror movie, but Aliens is an action movie. So, you know. I saw Aliens first, I think. Are you going to put the pilots in the ship? Nah. At least not right now. So I'm about ready to sign off. I live in the Philippines, so it's like 5,000 pesos. That's wild. I feel bad for you guys that have to pay more for toys in foreign countries. But I have had some people that are foreigners that are like, Man, you have no room to complain about your price hikes. I've been paying that much for years. And it's like we're gatekeeping being unhappy about pricing, I guess. Okay. I got discontinued because I got me throwing 30 Sandstorm a few years back, and I don't know why, but just bummed me out. Dude, why? Thrilling 30 Sandstorm is so good. I love that toy. That's wild. He bummed you out? That's sad. All right, any last remarks before I sign off? Because we only have like 21 people in here, so. The U.S. tariff prices now, yeah, the tariffs are rough, dude. Not going to get into the details on that, but they're rough. Will you buy Lego Batman logo? No, I'm not going to buy the logo. They're selling deluxes for 100 US dollars. That's diabolical. Thanks, Invisible 13-X3R. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the video I put out tomorrow, because it's a doozy. Alright, guys. I think I'm going to sign off. I'm not seeing any more questions really popping in. Oh, here's one. No, it's not a question. This is a comment. I bought over 50 Transformers last year and realized most of it was reissues and older stuff. Yeah, they do a lot of reissues nowadays. Yeah, Lego definitely does gatekeep some good figures. Livestream was tough. Thanks. Alright, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I got a lot of new Lego clones now. Got a lot of new... Did you get Big Convoy? Not yet. I'm thinking about just getting a repaint like Ultra Mammoth. Because I don't know. I'm not vibing with just Big Convoy on his own. And I haven't seen it in stores, so... Alright, guys. Well, thank you again for stopping by. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to eat something. Then I want to watch Superman on HBO and build a model kit to end my night. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, guys. Thanks again. Have a great one. New video tomorrow. You're going to love it. You might not, though, honestly. Alrighty, guys. See you.